Hi everyone, welcome back to my live playthrough of Super Danganronpa Another 2, Part 8 I believe it is. Hi Joshua, Sakuma, Grief and Golem, Gold Bar, hello to you all. Oh, you are all, I only started like 2 minutes ago, and I've already drawn quite a crowd. Nice to see. So, yeah, from what I remember, most of the last stream was spent just exploring the new islands, doing some free time events. Let's see, what else did we do? There was also the input reset code. There was also the reset code that got enabled. I assume that's going to be important much later. But yeah, I feel like based on how the pacing of these usually goes, this will probably be we'll probably see the body discovery, which I'm told, I've been told, based on how people have been talking about it, it's supposedly like even more brutal than the first two. So yeah, that'll be a treat. Just before I continue, can everyone hear me okay? Displays a faint image of the correct answer in each panel of the closing arguments. Okay, no wonder people were saying that this basically solved the game. Requires a ton of SP though. 4, 10, 30, 38, 42, 52, 54. Okay, so we don't quite... Okay, so not quite enough to equip everything we've got. That's a shame. But, so not quite enough to equip everything I've got. That's unfortunate, but hey, maybe I'll have enough to maybe I'll pick up enough later. It's still sort of... And we're probably not going to get there, but it's not the worst thing ever, and it's, to be honest, that, to be honest, it's probably not strictly necessary to equip all of them. I know the, I probably don't need the increased influence gauge, per se. Hi, Revolution Bean. I didn't know you were in a blackout, Daisakuma. I hope you're doing alright. Is it morning already? 5 more minutes. Oh no, I shouldn't go back to sleep. Teruya could have woken up by now. I should head downstairs to the dining hall. So, how's everyone doing? I don't know what each of you celebrate, but it is Christmas Eve. And whatever you celebrate, be it Christmas, Hanukkah, etc. I don't know I don't claim to know all the winter holidays. Any predictions who will die? I believe I made my predictions last, at the end of the last stream. I'm predicting that, it is Chapter 3, so I made 2 guesses for who goes next, those being Setsuka and Iroha. Setsuka because, obviously, as loath as I am to admit it, and Iroha's kind of a wild card guess, but I think she would make sense. I guess instead of her, maybe Hibiki, but that would feel like a waste, honestly. Oh, there was like a bit of a flash there. Yeah, I think is this the first time we're hearing this theme here? I don't know. Good morning, everyone.
Hi.
Sora, good morning. His voice clip.
Hey.
Slept well? Like a log. Is it me, or has everyone become friendlier lately?
Yep.
Hi, Bats. Well, it's already been a month since we've been kidnapped. It's... Okay, so by my count, it's been 20 days. It's been 20 days, so... Close enough. It's natural we'd get close having to live together for this long. I wish I could get friendlier with
It's complicated.
Well, then there's someone like Shinji and Nikkei. We're all different, I guess.
Maybe.
They might just need time to get used to this. This is a killing game after all. Hi, Alexicon. Oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah, I know who you are. I don't know if you've shown up yet in the... I don't know if you've shown up yet in Noah's thing, but yeah, I recognize you. Humans are known to adapt.
What?
But aren't we getting a little too comfortable? Nah, we'll be fine. It's better than being down all the time. Sosi, come join us for breakfast. Today's menu is rice topped with yakiniku. Which I believe... I think that's grilled meat? I don't know. Hi, that sounds delicious.
Hey.
Hibiki, this isn't yakiniku, it's bulgogi. They might be similar, but they are entirely different dishes. That doesn't matter, right? As long as it tastes good. Yum, yum. By the way, has Teruya not woken up yet? Doing fine, got work today and tomorrow evening. Yeah, I hear that Christmas Eve is gonna be a normal work day. Better than the past 5 days of waking up before dawn. Yeah, I can understand that. I've actually been wanting to get up semi-early. My sleep schedule is... I mean, I'm getting enough sleep, it's just that I feel like I get to bed later than I'd like to.
Yeah.
Not yet, but once he does, he'll probably come here for breakfast.
Hey.
Now, don't be hasty. We have plenty of time on our hands. Void member predictions right now. Are you talking about just for this chapter, or for all three of... or for both of the ones we don't know yet? Now, don't be hasty. We have plenty of time on our hands.
Look.
Hi, Nighthawk. Ah, speaking of the devil.
Hey.
I think it's just speak of the devil, but whatever. Hi. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
We've been waiting for you, mister. You know, about what you said yesterday. Wait, Hibiki, let's check to see how he's doing first. Teruya, how are you feeling? You did suddenly faint after all. Well, fine, I guess.
Listen.
Terry, I have something to ask of you. We want to hear in detail about what you said yesterday.
Yeah.
You did seem like you've met with Mikado before, and you knew about the exact situation we're in, right? Please, we're counting on you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but I can't. What?
Come on.
Wait, why? Is there a reason?
You see.
All I can tell you are just two things. First, not all of my memories have returned to me, only the ones about my classmates.
Don't worry about it.
That doesn't matter, we just need information about anything, really.
This is...
And secondly, I can't trust you.
What?
What? What do you mean by that?
What?
What are you talking about? Weren't you just saying about how we were comrades and all that yesterday?
No good.
Listen carefully. Hope's Peak is long gone. It's been closed for a while.
What?
Yeah, I assume... I mean, I'm pretty sure this came... I'm pretty sure that the storyline for this was at least fully conceptualized before the DR3 anime came out. What?
In other words...
Hope's Peak closed down a few years ago, with us being the last students. So, there's no way you guys can be Hope's Peak freshmen.
Are you for real?
What are you talking about? We've only just recently received our admissions to Hope's Peak.
Not happening.
No, you guys must be mistaken. The Hope's Peak you know is gone. I did hear that it's rebuilding, but it'll be quite a while before that'll be finished. Tell that to the people in Hope Arc. So to me, you could easily be just a bunch of thugs that are pretending to be Hope's Peak freshmen. Hey, what's with the attitude? You're talking like we're the bad guys here.
I'm sorry, but
I'm talking about the anime Daisakuma, not V3. V3 and Danganronpa 3, the anime, are two different things. They are not... They don't follow the same characters. I'm sorry. I really want to trust you. But now that my memory has returned, I need to be more careful. My head's a bit confused from all this new info as well.
No good.
But until I find out who you guys really are, I'm afraid I can't work with you all anymore. I do like how often there are little twists and turns. I mean, I've said this before, there's a lot of twists and turns here. Like, Teruya isn't just, like, firmly on the side of these people. Like, now he's actually having to look out for himself. And yet, it's also very strange. The one person who people can absolutely trust now feels that he can't trust the others. So he won't even tell us about your killing game?
You see...
Back then, one of us was secretly working against us, plotting behind our backs. The first game was finished a year before the anime came out. Prologue was 2017. Yeah. So because of that, I just can't decide whether to trust you lot from now on. Where the hell's this coming from? Do you really think one of us would really do something like that? We're all in the same situation. These traitors you mentioned, they're void. And Mikado's their leader.
You can't give up.
But despite that, we've all managed to trust each other. And now you're saying that you can't trust us just because it happened to you first?
You don't understand.
Things are different this time, alright?
I messed up.
No, I'm sorry I yelled. Just give me some time. I'm not gonna act alone like Nikkei.
Don't worry.
Meanwhile, I mean either or, wait whether for the chapter or fully. Okay. Now that some of my memories have returned, I'll do my best to contact headquarters. And as soon as I learn who you guys really are, then I'll rejoin you. We could have refuted Teruya's words, but nobody opted to. They couldn't. He looked confused enough.
Then...
Alright, we understand. You do what you have to do. But big bro... If you change your mind, you're always welcome to rejoin us. We all know you're not a void after all. And you're definitely nothing like Nikkei or Shobai, right?
I promise it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I think that I came to this island to save you all.
You!
But if you're part of despair, I'm the least of your problems. He will hunt you down to the ends of the earth. I assume does he mean Utsuro? What does that mean?
This is...
Sorry, I need some time to think this through. I'll leave with my food right now. Sorry for interrupting. Yeah, I'm glad that I can experience the dub of Chapter 3-2 Daisakuma. Like, just getting to experience as much of it as possible with a reasonable amount of wait time. Well, I say reasonable. I watched DRA 1 for like 4 years ago at this point. Almost 5, actually. Huh? After Teruya left, a heavy silence fell over the dining hall. We thought we'd have some progress now that Teruya regained his memories. When looking at the sprites today, apparently Setsuka had a skirt when the prologue originally dropped, but her sprites were updated to have pants before Chapter 1 released. So, like in the original version of the prologue, she had a skirt? That's interesting. Were we being too naive? Instead of taking a step forward, we'd in fact gone backwards and lost a valuable comrade.
This...
Why did things turn out this way? Teruya, it definitely seemed like he remembered something.
Although...
What do you guys think? About Hope's Peak being closed a few years ago? That makes no sense. Then what's up with the acceptance letters we got? You all received them, right? I don't remember anything in the first place, so I can't help.
Maybe...
Perhaps somebody sent fake letters to kidnap us. But Kanade, Hope's Peak is an elite institute, not just in Japan, but from the whole world. And if it closed a few years ago, how could we have not known about it? How could none of us not know about it? Double negative there, Hibiki.
Yeah.
You can see Setsuko wearing the skirt in her ultimate promo art. Probably, yeah. I know the DRA1. I know DRA1 got a pretty big overhaul in its sprite while the game was being released. I agree, and Teruya said it was a few years ago, right? But I'm sure I saw a special one Hope's Peak on TV just a few months ago.
Hold on.
Let's stop this. Shinji.
Listen here.
As long as we're confident in ourselves, there's no need to worry. Teruya's a bit dazed and confused, so he's struggling to make sense of anything. The reason he's avoiding us is because he doesn't know who we are, right?
Yeah!
If we can prove to him who we really are, we can regain his trust. And then he'll definitely tell us what he remembered.
But
So, we just have to wait again?
positively.
Positively. In times like these, we should think positively. As long as we can find some clues, we can wait just a bit longer. Row, row.
Come on.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. You're right. If we become depressed just because things turn out to be different than expected, we'll never get out of here. Let's investigate like always.
You're right.
But would that be enough? Even excluding Mikado, there's still 2 more voids, and we don't have the faintest idea who they could be.
What's the point?
Emma felt sympathetic towards us, yet even she couldn't defy Void. Are we sure we're doing fine? Seriously, is it fine to just stay like this?
Enough already.
Yuki again with this! And he's probably gonna get hit by Shinji for that. Ugh. Shinji? Huh? What did you just say?
Suka.
Suka, say something to brighten the mood. You've been quiet so far.
Huh?
Huh? Well... We gotta resume our investigation, I guess. Oh yeah, Void predictions. I mean, it's all but been... I guess the issue is, like, I know Setsuka is presumably has some kind of inside line with Void, but whether or not it'll counter as a member on the end screen is unclear. So, yeah, tentatively I'll say her, but, like, that doesn't really count. Honestly, considering how Nikkei's been acting, I feel like Nikkei's been acting pretty realistically. And to be honest, with Hibiki's reactions, like, not gonna lie, I could see Kanade as a member of Void at this point, because I did say either one of the twins or Nikkei had to be one, just because of how often they're positioned against each other. So I don't know. I think that would make sense, but we'll see. I'm only able to stand strong because you were there for me. We need you, Suka. If you're not here, then I'll. Aw. Sis, are you crying? Who says I'm crying? I'm not the crybaby I was before.
Right?
Now, everyone, let's investigate. Jeez, isn't it hard to investigate because the park's so huge?
Good grief.
It would appear you have all hit a wall. Ah, Mikado, when did you sneak in? Leave.
What do you want?
Come to think of it, we haven't seen you since yesterday's report session. You're not going about doing weird stuff, are you? Like worshipping demons with, like, going into that ghost house to worship demons with the other voids?
Well, that's not good.
Weird stuff. I'm doing nothing of the sort. It is you people who are doing the weird stuff. What? How dare you?
Careful now.
I hinted at this after Miss Mitsume died, but you really haven't changed at all. You were all high and mighty, proclaiming that you'll escape with all the voids.
How boring.
And what's this? The trial is over, the third island is here, and yet the brave students are doing nothing but endless, pointless investigating. Your thought process is stagnating, like a hopeless herbivore that refused to evolve. You bastard! Are you here to make fun of us? Are you here just to make fun of us? Oh jeez, you're all being so difficult. I need you to grow as people or else! Huh?
You are forgiven.
Well, that doesn't matter. Not yet. I'm wondering... Okay, so... I guess it's time for a bit of I guess now's a good time for some theorizing about Mikado. I don't know what... I'm not going to claim to know what his actual goal is, but... Based on his free time event, clearly he must know, on some level, who Sora actually is. Who that could be, I don't know. But it does seem like Sora has, based on that one dream that was of her seemingly sinking in the ocean, I assume that's supposed to be her, that's supposed to be some kind of memory of the first Killing Game, though considering Rei's here and, like, I mean, we've seen Teruya and Rei, we haven't seen Tsurugi. There's no way Sora is Tsurugi. So I don't really know where we're going in that direction. That is an interesting line that Mikado has said, because people, like, there was definitely a sense of, around this time at least, around this time in the Killing Game anyway, there was, like, a sense of, you know, of course, characters having their arcs and growing over time. So if Mikado's trying to replicate DRA1's Killing Game, then he does need this hurdle to be overcome. And I think that this is kind of meant to be the part where, despite the distrust that the existence of a traitor in the group causes, that they still need to overcome it in order for his plan to work. Granted, it is a bit different, because instead it was more a concern of, can everyone trust Yuki to not be the traitor? Instead, it's, can Teruya trust everyone when he isn't sure who they even are? It's not exactly the same, but evidently Mikado doesn't need things to be exactly the same, just to hit the broad strokes. So I think that's what's happening here. Since there wasn't much change for Mr. Otori, I guess I have no choice but to accelerate my plans. Is there going to be an emotive announcement then?
What are you saying?
What are you talking about? About the surprise I'm preparing for you tonight.
Farewell.
Enough with the side events. It's time that I get moving.
Quite exciting.
Now then, everyone please look forward to tonight's main show. Seriously, what's the deal with him? It seriously makes me mad. Like, seriously, for realsies. Didn't he seem a bit different today, though? I'm not sure. I never paid much attention to him in the first place.
Hold on.
Ignore him. His words have zero value.
Listen here.
Whatever he's on about, we just have to keep doing what we've been doing. Let's get moving, everyone. Our thought process has stopped, so we have to change?
Let's move.
Let's go investigating, Yuki.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I imagine he's gonna have some... If he doesn't have, like, even more, like, off-the-wall sprites before the end of the game, I'll be shocked. We've arrived at the third island, and yet things still aren't working out. Like, we're all on different wavelengths. First Nikkei, and now Teruya. Our group is shrinking by the minute. So what happened again in Chapter 3? What would mimic another one, unless I'm misunderstanding? Okay, so in Chapter 3, basically, the long and short of it is Yuki, after several days of attempting to do so, finally reconvinces the group that he isn't the traitor. As for what happens in terms of the killings, the motive is everyone sees a video of what they supposedly desire most, and this leads to an Akane who ends up seeing a video of Ayame blaming her for her death, tries to commit suicide but is stopped by Mikako, who suddenly passes out, and Mikado, like, actually manages to talk some sense back into her. Eventually it turns out that Kanata and Kakeru have both been killed. Meanwhile, Tsurugi and Rei were also attacked and knocked out. Could someone have a breakdown like Akane in Chapter 3? That could be something, yeah. As for who that would be, I'm not sure. I mean, potentially Hibiki again, but that wouldn't really... I feel like just based on everything that's happened, it wouldn't make much sense. But anyway, as for the actual trial, it turns out that Kenji was the killer, and he had agreed to be Monokuma's mole within the group in return for a cathedral, in return for 100 children at his cathedral being protected. As he saw a video, in fact, that was in his motive video. And after he is found guilty, Tsurugi, of course, like, lambasts him, but then Kinji explains that his logic isn't that different from Tsurugi's, in the sense that he was basically discarding the needs of the few for the sake of the many. Tsurugi was willing to leave a few people who refused his leadership in danger for the sake of the whole group, who chose to follow him, and Kinji did the same with his classmates for the children. Of course, you know, this is Danganronpa, so the kids were already dead by then, sadly. What Teruya just said about Hope's Peak being closed, and then about who we really are. I have no memory of the acceptance letter that everyone was talking about. Something else worth noting, at the end of the trial, Monokuma briefly powers down, and that gives... I think it's during this chapter that Mikako finds a secret passage, which the students are able to go through when Monokuma shorts out at the end of the trial. So they go there, but there's nothing there but an empty holding cell, because its occupant has been relocated. Could that mean I may not even be a freshman at Hope's Peak in the first place? I was considered one just because I was there back when we first met everyone. But what if what Teruya said was true? Staying alone with my thoughts won't do me any good. I should just investigate. Or am I just running from the truth? Am I turning a blind eye out of necessity? Or fear? Again, being alone with my own thoughts won't do me any good. Let's move. Alright. How much energy have we got? 3. Alright. Alright, who to hang out with this time? Well, while we're looking for whoever I want... Let's see if Nikkei's still in his reverse state. What? Do you have some business with me? I don't know you anymore, so don't worry about me either. Yeah. Well, while we're looking for, I guess while we're looking, how's everybody doing? Let's see, I would like to get another event from Shobai, but, like, if this next event doesn't get him over the threshold, I'm not sure what to think. Like, I'm gonna start... I feel like I'm, like, I feel like I'm gonna start thinking that he's just scamming me if he doesn't provide another event. I imagine Teruya's gonna be in a reversed state, too.
I'm sorry, but...
Sorry, I can't trust you all right now. Yeah. That's a shame. It's good to hear. Believe it or not, I don't think my family's actually put up our decorations yet.
Oh, ho, ho. Terrible.
Oh, that's sad to hear, Pikman fan. Hopefully I hope you enjoy the stream, even though you're sick. Hi, Spartan Moose. Funny that you should show up right now. I actually the last thing I did before I was actually playing some Halo not long before I started streaming, just to get my some of those Spartan challenges done, and also knock out an achievement or two while I'm doing it. Kind of seems like everyone is... I guess everyone's off at the, thing. Oh, whoops, that's not where I meant to go. Hi, Setsuka. I feel like you're gonna die soon. Yeah. Still haven't tried to play the stuff on Legendary, although I've done a bit of Spartan Ops on Legendary. That'll be a grind to work at. And if you guys are interested in you know, that is one of my ideas for if I decide to stream like 3 times a week. Just whatever the hell I'm up to in Halo, which would probably be Spartan Ops to start off with, would be how I spend the time at first. There's Yuki. There you are. What? Huh? Talk? I told you last time, didn't I? The fee's 1,000 crow.
Alright.
Good. I'll listen to you talk since you got me the money. Talk to me about whatever you want. I shared a meaningless conversation with Shobai. Alright. Do I have any of the... I think I already gave him my last gold bar. Yeah. That's a shame. What would he like, then? I feel like he'd like alcohol, but I don't think I have any. Maybe a ring?
Hey,
What's this?
not bad.
Not bad. I'll gladly take it. This is free, right? Don't expect any refunds or returns later. Yep, easiest way to Shobai's potential lack of a heart is with gold.
Are you serious?
You're serious about this, huh? It's my pleasure. Like always, where do you get all this money from? You're not getting it through fishing means, right? If that's the case, quit it. You won't gain anything earning money like that. I'm just gathering money from various places around the island. That aside, does that mean you're worrying about me? You're a lot nicer than I thought you were. Shut up and state your business. What kind of consultation are you looking for? It's not really a consultation, but... well, actually, it's not like you're going to tell me anything important whether or not I say I'm here for a consultation. Too bad, so sad. More prominent information means more pay, lady. No, instead, I'd like to know more about you. What? Because we're classmates. We're nothing like... Nah, since I received money,
Alright.
I lose. So, what do you want to know? So, what did you want to know? Oh, I see, so we can actually ask him for something. Relationship with girls. I think I know who they're talking about there. Hair loss management, how to use money. We'll go with that. Like how to spend money? What, you're interested in that stuff? Well, you're right. It's more important to know how to spend money than earn it. That's no small issue. I'll give you more and more on it as we go on, but I'm not telling you right now with a total payment like this. Yeah. I'm fine with anything, really. Just talk to me about yourself.
This is useless.
You won't be pleased hearing about my dirty life. It doesn't matter. What am I supposed to talk about? You're the first to request something this stupid. Should I tell you about the usual deals I'm involved in? Sure. Let's see. Before getting to this island, the most recent one was...
How about this?
a request from a Russian millionaire to distribute sugar in a slum. Sugar in a slum. The two of you are a lot more charming than I'd assumed. Ah, sugar is slang for a type of hallucinogenic drug. Are they just distributing in crack or something? I take it back. Well, there's that. And before that was a request to assassinate some Middle Eastern oilman. Assassination? So, murder. Yeah. Did you do it? Well, I wasn't offered enough, so the deal was off. I've killed people countless times to the point of numbness towards it.
That's right.
It's just one of the many ways my business works. Scared now? No, this is coming from the same guy who stabbed me right off the bat. No surprises here. Is that it? Shobai, I know you're a dirty person who acts as the literal definition of human trash, but I think we should get to know each other better since we're in the same place and situation. Which is why I proposed a deal. You say that, but then you downright diss me. Well, that's good enough. Time's up. That's it for today. Thanks for playing. Now, go away. Want an extension? Maybe next time. I think I got a little closer to Shobai. Finally. Alright, time to see his skills. Black market. Buy the skills of dead students through the black market. Not bad. Bluffing. Deletes 2 incorrect truth bullets or arrows during a class trial. I'm actually gonna go with this. I'm actually gonna go with this one, because I feel like that's gonna be more useful in general. Because, like, I know people... I remembered someone saying that you probably need to get... that, like, one of Yuri's skills, anyway, helps with logic craft, and in case that becomes a problem, I'd like to have the out, just in case. Anyway. I parted ways with Shobai and returned to my room. I guess my main focus right now is just, getting people to 2 free time events each. Black market sounds way better than the second, especially if you don't have Yuri's or Kokuro's skills. Yeah, I got one event with Yuri and tried to get one with Kokuro, but wasn't able to get either of their skills. I was focusing a lot on, Chapter 1, I was I mean, back then I was mainly focused on just spreading myself out far and wide with mainly a focus on Setsuka and Shinji. In fact, speaking of Shinji, I'm probably gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can find him, because I know I'm gonna be close. I know I'm close to getting him. Yeah, even the first level of Logic Craft, I was kind of struggling. I knew you'd be here. Let's see. I don't have any more sake, so I guess I'm just gonna have to find something I think Shinji would like, and make that work. What would he like? Tennis shoes might not be a bad idea. I think he liked the pilot's goggles. I'm pretty sure I gave these to him, like, pilot goggles, after he, like, the first time I hung out with him, but I don't remember if he liked them or not. Yeah, we'll go with the tennis shoes. That seems like my safest bet right now. Sora, is this for me? I love it. How should I thank you for this? Nice. That's got another... Hello, Shinji. Hey, Sora. I've already decided what we're doing today. We're going to your room. Okay. Wait, what? Wait, what? Why are you so shocked? Don't tell me you've got dirty magazines stashed in there. Oh, of course not. More importantly, my room. Come on, let's get going. That's neat, forcing the other one to to go. I ended up in my room, alone with a girl. So this is your room. I'm not seeing any dirty magazines. Please stop joking about that. To be honest, there was something I wanted to ask you about. Shinji, last time you said that you didn't deserve that kind of praise, right? I want to know what happened. Why are you telling yourself things like that? It's just the two of us, so you don't need to worry about anyone eavesdropping. If it's too much for you, you don't have to tell me, but I really want to know. If it's for you, Sora. When I first started out as a firefighter, nothing more than an intern, I was the living embodiment of passion. After all, I was finally pursuing the path I'd always wanted to take. I was so motivated that I felt like I could solve any problem with devotion and enthusiasm alone. And that naivety was exactly what let him die. Die? Who? The man I mentioned last time, who asked if I was interested in becoming a firefighter. I owe him so much, and yet... Has he passed away? Yes. The fire that day was no different than any other fire. Though it was a big one, we had no reason to believe it'd intensify. But it was an unusually dry day. A strong wind picked up without warning, and the fire suddenly doubled in size, spreading all throughout the burning building in question. By then, we'd only managed to rescue about half the people trapped inside the building. Things were starting to look worse and worse for us, and even just getting back inside seemed near impossible. That's when he said it, to back off, that trying to go back in there was nothing short of unreasonable. As someone who valued hard work and passion over any measure of caution, I angrily retorted, asking what the hell he was talking about. I didn't know back then that there are times when you have to give up. Sora, what would you have done if you were in my position? I don't know. It's not an easy decision. You're right. It's really not. Yeah, I didn't want to know which way he'd have. I didn't know which way he'd go. So, but yeah. Thanks for saying that, Alexicon. It definitely looks like this is going to be a deep one. I'm glad I pursued him. I went against both him and my colleagues and rushed back into the burning building with nothing but my passion and spirit to guide me. I was so sure that was all I needed to succeed. I guess, unsurprisingly, the danger was much more serious than I could have imagined. I ended up trapped alongside the people I was supposed to be rescuing. That was when I realized I'd screwed up. I started regretting it and was sure I was going to die there. But you're standing here alive right now, aren't you, Shinji? Yes, I'm alive, though I can't say I came out unscathed. He came back for me. Even then, he was laughing and teasing me, calling me a troublemaking rascal as he made sure I got out. Not only that, but he rescued every last person who had been trapped inside. He was a real hero. But as the last guy made it out of the building, it was suddenly eaten up in flames and collapsed, with him still inside. Even if nobody blamed me for it, I might as well have killed him. That day, I learned the hard way that there are times where you need to compromise with the world. Still, I don't think you did anything wrong, Shinji. It came from the right place. I'm not saying he was in the wrong, but you were the one who rescued those people that day, Shinji. Sora. And I bet he died without a single regret about the decision he made to run in after you. So please, believe in yourself, Shinji. He wasn't the only hero that day.
Thank you. Seriously. This won't undo the mistakes I made back then, but I guess he should feel a similar weight off his shoulders up in heaven.
Alright! It's not like to me need to be this down. I don't have time to be slacking on the investigation that'll let us leave this island. Wow, Shinji, now you can speak perfectly in front of girls, too. Ugh. Wow. I forgot Sora was here. I'm so embarrassed. I want to kill myself. I could just die right now. Aw. I can feel an unbreakable bond of trust with Shinji. I don't think anything in the world could damage the connection I sense between us. Nice. And I don't, let's see. We already have his trial skill, right? Increased experience from investigating. Yeah, not that great. I think we have one more then. Well, that's both of the people who I'd normally, yeah, both of the people I'd normally hang out with and alternate between are both maxed out now. And I don't know what their favorite gifts are, so, yeah, we're kind of stuck, aren't we? But yeah, that was really good. Ugh. He has 2 entire fire trucks in his room. I'm pretty sure they're models like Setsuka's billiards tables, but yeah. Let's see, who else do I have? Nikkei's off limits. Shinji's done. Yuki's a maybe. Yoriko's a maybe. Kanade and Hibiki are a maybe. Shobai, Setsuka's maxed. Mikado, yeah. Hi, Buccadeer. We are currently on day 20 of the game, because I've been keeping track of that. I don't know. Mikado has said that apparently he needs everyone's, thought process to, keep evolving. Whatever the hell that means. I guess I'm going off... Do I want to go off of, who I want to hang out with or what skills I need? Because I think I've got every skill I could realistically need at this point. Well, aside from, Kokoro and Yuri's, but whatever. As for the actual stream time, it's only 50... It hasn't even been 50 minutes. What? Oh. Yeah, we can hang out with Yoriko. Forgot what she likes, though. On the bright side, I did manage to get Shobai's black market skill. So that's, so thankfully, it seems that he isn't completely out to scam me. Are there no rides at the amusement park with some more thrill? It's below what I expected. Oh, Yoriko's an adrenaline junkie like Sora. Maybe they are meant for each other. Huh? Take a break together? I'm fine with that, but we still have to investigate, so let's only talk for a little bit. I am very glad that I got your skill so early on, Yoriko. Alright, what would she like? Huh. Let's see. Did I give her heals last time? I don't remember. I feel like she'd like, some of the cosmetics and stuff like that.
Are you for real?
What's this, Sora? Are you giving it to me? It's just a coincidence that you got the perfect gift for me, so I won't thank you. It's just a coincidence that you got the perfect gift for me, so I won't thank you, even though I'm really happy. Yay. Sora, do you have a moment? Yeah, what's the matter? Remember last time when you asked why I became a hostess? Oh yeah. Yeah, glad I'm really lucking out with my choices of events here, aren't I? Remember last time when you asked about why I became a hostess? I think I'm ready to talk about it. If you're unsure, I'd be more than happy to listen. Baka. Hi, Chris Ball. Well then, where should I start? First, look at this picture. This picture? Who do you think this is? Your secret lover? Is she your younger sister? Huh? No, I don't have any younger sisters, though I do have an older one. This is actually me. Really? To be exact, it's me from a few years ago in middle school. Looks like a totally different person, doesn't it? I don't know how to put this in words, but I used to be quite the pessimist. I was pretty introverted and had social anxiety during my middle school days, so I was bullied quite a bit for it. I'm sorry to hear that. I knew that unless I did something about my personality, nothing would change, but it all felt so helpless. No matter what I did, everything always went wrong, and I'd blame the world for it all. In the end, I didn't even bother trying to change myself. Every day was my own living hell, and I resented the world around me. Then, one day some bigger kids dragged me to the school backyard to rob me and beat me up. That day felt much more brutal than the rest. I'd honestly completely given up at that moment. I remember wondering if this was how I was going to die, and then someone suddenly showed up on the scene, a girl, and all the students ran away scared. That person was an upperclassman from our school. There was a rumor that she was working part-time at some suspicious place. I thought she was scary, yet not in the way those bullies were. But once she spoke to me, her voice was calm and soothing. She seemed like a really nice person. It was just the rumor about her that was weird. I even teared up a bit when she said that she couldn't just leave me getting beaten up. Seems like a good person. Turns out she'd been bullied before as well, so she said that she understood how it felt. Anyways, with her help, I noticed my personality began to change, and with it, saw the bullying finally stop. She was so lovely to me. Over time, I wanted to learn more about her. I asked her what she did in her free time, but she didn't want to answer. I was so curious one day that after school was dismissed, I followed after her. I saw her go into a pub. It occurred to me that those strange rumors about her must have been real. Was the upperclassman a hostess as well? Yeah, just like me, she was faking her age for her work. The reason she told nobody was that she didn't want her actual age to be revealed. But I still had a debt to repay, regardless of what her job was. If anything, that only made me want to know more about her. I eventually talked to her about it, and she asked me if I wanted to work alongside her. With me knowing, her cover had already been blown. Both of her parents died, so she had to feed her siblings alone. That's why she had to do such a risky job with a high payoff. Don't get me wrong, though, both she and I didn't do any sexual services. There are a lot of varieties of hostesses, and those aren't even technically hostesses. Those are just like selling your own body. I wouldn't have even started this if it was that kind of job. Although there are customers mistaking our business for one of those. I see. So you started being a hostess to become closer to her, right? That's not all there is to it, but... Gosh, it's almost mealtime. Can I tell you the rest another time? Sure. Thanks. Oh, and Sora, thanks for listening to my story. I'm definitely liking the free time events. Definitely the ones I've done so far. Like, Setsuko's... I don't know, for some... Like, Setsuka's were... I wouldn't say they were bad, but they... I don't know, most of them felt a little bit samey at times, but yeah, that was a really good one. Though, like, they're clearly, they're clearly putting effort into Yoriko's character. I might actually start pursuing her as the next character I interact with. Hi, Syrup was here. Though it was nighttime. Though I expected it, we weren't able to find any clues at all. I forget what Yoriko's other skill is. I think it was the one that restores 1 hit point after every stage, but her other one is Beautiful Morning, which was the one I took. Huge game changer. So glad I got that one early. Even if that was in Chapter 2, but oh well. But yeah, considering that I've seen almost everyone's skills, yeah, sure, hers are on it, like, at the very least, Like, if I could only take one skill at the moment... Honestly, I'd probably even take hers first, just knowing how useful it is. Oh, it's time for a roll call. I should be out on the first floor hallway.
I have a sudden announcement. Everyone please gather in the auditorium post-haste. I myself am a bit startled by this, but this is an official order. An absence will result in a punishment, so you have been warned.
As it's a blind stream, I'm being a little vague on purpose. Yeah, I appreciate that, Chris Ball. Granted, I have seen... I think I've seen everyone's... I've seen what everyone's skills are, except for Yuri, Kokoro, Hajime, and Nikkei, I believe. Setsuka is how I learned the difference between pool and billiards. Not gonna lie, I thought they were the same thing. Yeah, to be honest, I was thinking this. I kind of thought the same way, but I knew snooker was a kind of billiards. What was that announcement? It didn't even seem like Monocro was. It didn't even seem like Monocro was expecting this. That just say was. In terms of some free time events being more fleshed out than the others, I totally agree. Though I will say I kind of prefer that, since narratively that makes more sense. Yeah, I mean, Setsuka is a character who, from the sound of it, isn't meant to have she isn't meant to be, like, to have layers and layers to her, but, like, even her final... I would say her final free time event was, like, really nice to hear about. Just hearing her, like, how even she, with all her, you know, laid-back confidence, still has her worries. Come to think of it, didn't Mikado say something this morning? Well, that doesn't matter. Not yet. Since there wasn't much change for Mr. Otori, I guess I have no choice but to accelerate my plans. What are you talking about? About the surprise I'm preparing for you tonight? As different people with actual things to hide wouldn't give much info. Yeah, and clearly she is hiding something. Hi, Nighthawk. Enough with the side events. It's time that I get moving. Now then, everyone, please look forward to tonight's main show. I don't know what he's scheming, but I should go to the auditorium. Is everyone here?
The hell?
Why'd you call us when it's almost nighttime? And why the hell is Mikado posing over there? Well, that's...
Now then.
The reason I gathered everyone here is to give you some motives. Motives?
Huh?
What's that? Wait, you called everyone? I thought it was Monocro. Wait, you called everyone? I thought it was Monocro. Actually, I did it by Mikado's request. Usually these kinds of requests are unacceptable, but...
Are you serious?
Dude, are you kidding me? That bastard's the one who kidnapped us, and he himself said the exact following. That he'd participate in this game as a student.
What a dumbass.
With an S. And our dear teacher, who's supposed to say neutral at all costs, forced us to gather because of some student's request.
Hold it right there.
I wouldn't go this far if the situation didn't call for it.
What are you saying?
What's that supposed to mean?
Good grief.
There's no need for you to know about that. You should all just quietly receive your motives, that's all. So, what are these motives?
Indeed.
Well, a video is going to be sent to your Student e-Handbook Pluses. It's a short video, about 3 minutes long, and it's a video about your loved ones.
Huh?
Well, what's it going to be? Some kind of documentary?
What's the point?
There's no way a video from Monocro will be that touching.
Let me explain.
Once the video has been sent, all you have to do is watch it right here, right now. The details of the video are different for each person, but its main feature will consist of those whom you hold closest. You mean like our families? Whatever video it may be, it doesn't sound like a good one. You're right! We can just choose not to watch it! Who thinks we're gonna listen to the likes of you?
Careful now.
Indeed, you do not have to watch them, provided of course you are content with being punished, that is. Punishment this, punishment that.
The hell?
Is it me, or is Mikado acting a bit weird, even for him? Not only did you make a personal request to Monocro, but now you're babbling about punishments? Why the sudden change of heart to act more like a mastermind?
Well, that's not good.
I personally don't want to do this myself, but if I don't, the whole plan might be ruined. There's that much distortion in this world right now.
What a dumbass.
Cut the crap. If you're gonna show us something, then hurry it up. It's already nighttime and we're wasting valuable time here.
Very well.
I need my beauty sleep. Yeah, first motive 3 chapters in. Yeah, I will say, who knows, maybe this... I guess this means that... I guess considering the amount of time... Well, no, this is it's only been 4 days. So I guess that maybe there actually has been a deadlock, and whoever is supposed to kill next isn't doing it. Is Mikado losing his mind? Stay tuned to find out. Very well. The videos have now been distributed. Please check your student e-handbook pluses. I think if Mikado implemented motives for every chapter on top of the voids, it might have gotten too out of hand. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Like, the first one, certainly for the first one, I understand why that was the case. You kind of had to introduce that concept. So I'm glad that I was ultimately proven wrong I'm glad my concern was ultimately proven wrong. As soon as Monocro finished speaking, everyone showed immediate response. Shobai, Nikkei, and Tsuruya immediately checked their e-handbook pluses. All the others hesitated. What are we going to do? Are we really going to watch it? Something definitely feels wrong about this. Mikado has never acted like this before, and I don't like how he said motive.
What's the point?
I agree. It feels like we won't be able to go back once we see this. But refusing to watch them is against the rules, right? It's not like we have a choice.
In that case...
Then, how about this? Let's agree to not let the motive shake us, no matter what it may be. Whatever Mikado's planning, if we team up, it'll be alright.
Alright.
Alright, Mikado's eyeing us, so let's hurry up and watch these. There was this unspoken feeling of uncomfortableness, but like Setsuka said, we didn't have a choice. We took a deep breath and played the videos that were sent to us. Once I played the video in my eHandbook Plus, the only thing that showed up on my screen was the bottom of a dark, endless ocean. We've seen this before. Someone was falling deep into the bottom of the ocean. It was too dark to make out any distinguishable features, but I could clearly see that someone was falling endlessly into the cold, freezing ocean. Did I mention it? Did I mention that the video was shot in the ocean? Because the video was showing the ocean. Motion in the ocean. Ooh ah, his air hose broke. Ooh ah. Is this the dream I recently had? Lots of trouble. Ooh ah. Lots of bubble. Ooh ah. How did a dream that I had show up as a video? Solved it, Sora. Your loved ones are fish. Fish! Wait, what even is this video in the first place? Monocro said that our most precious ones would show up, but I don't have any memory of this being real. Is the person drowning the person most precious to me? Since I don't know what to make of it right now, I guess I'll think of it later. For now, I need to talk with the others about... This is... What's wrong, everyone? Calm down, Hibiki. What's wrong, everyone? Calm down, Hibiki. My, you weren't expecting that, were you? This is it. This feeling of despair. This despair will bring you one step closer.
You bastard!
What? Mikado? What the hell do you gain from showing us something like this?
Let me explain.
Allow me to explain. From those videos, you probably would have witnessed a scene featuring your closest loved ones. I don't know what kind of state they were in, but you are all well aware of how your personal videos have played out, correct? Now comes the important part. 3 days. If a murder occurs within 3 days, I will show the Blackens the final part of that video you bore witness to. Mikado Sonoji should have his face punched more often. Ha! Truth nuke. In that video, you'll see what happens to that person, where they are, and in what state they are in. To put it simply, you will be able to see it all. If Sora's video is of who I think it is, assuming it's the same as her dream, someone remind me later to talk about my theories related to Sora's motive video. I don't want to say it right now. Maybe when there's like another break in the action, but yeah, I mean, as a joke, to pretend I had some actual point to make here, I assume Sora's would have just been of the person sinking, just of empty ocean, basically, or on the seafloor.
Indeed.
This will apply even if you do not win the class trial. In other words, even if you fail at the class trial and are to be put to death, you'd at least sate your curiosity about the video before your death. Alright, that's the similarity. That's the similarity of, that's the similarity between, that's how this is going to be similar to Chapter 3, then. You consider it a parting gift. I see. So that's your motive. You're basically giving us a motive to kill each other. I've got to admit, that's not a bad idea. Monocro explained the details for us, but the only people listening were Shobai, myself, and a few others. I couldn't even understand what I saw, let alone comprehend it as a motive for murder. Shobai's video is just a pile of money being burned. Do you think Sora is someone from DRA or someone else entirely? Still up in the air on that, but there's, I am leaning a certain direction now. I'll tell you later. Begs the question how Mikado got these videos in the first place. I feel like, based off of... I guess I'll say it now. I guess I'll say... Well, not it. Another theory I have. Apparently, Teruya... You remember Teruya finding that photo of his classmates? Apparently, it just fell out of the sky. And considering that they'd probably hear a goddamn helicopter overhead, or plane, I can only assume that either he's lying about how he found it, or we're going even more in the route of Danganronpa 2, and this is VR, and whoever's running this just spawned it in. Well, actually, no, Mikado would have spawned it in. So yeah, and if this is a simulation, then I think it would make getting the videos fairly trivial. Like you could, in theory, do anything. Either that or a literal wizard, or it's either that or a wizard did it. Okay, that's my answer. I didn't have any memory of this precious person, and it didn't make sense to murder someone just to know who they are. But for the others, it seems to have been a different situation. Everyone, what's going on? What kind of video did you all see? Sora, why are you acting fine?
This can't be.
Mom! Mom! Oh yeah, Yuki. Hibiki told us not to panic whatever the contents were, so surely we should... And yet, here she is, doing the exact opposite. It's a lie! It's a lie! It's a lie! It's a lie!
Can't give up.
Get a hold of yourself, Shinji Kasai! This is a trap. It must be. You mustn't be swayed by such an obvious trap! Everyone, I'm guessing... I'm also gonna guess Yuki's was the same one that Utsuro got in DRA 1. Yeah, exactly, Golem. We know what Yuki's was. Everyone.
Hey.
Hey, so, are we done here? Can I go now?
Huh?
Well, you can, but a video of the same level must have been sent to you as well, Mr. Hashimoto. How did it feel to see all your money burnt before your very eyes? The Voids can kinda do anything and have the excuse of magic. Yeah, exactly. Hell, to be honest, Emma, we just lost Emma, so who knows, maybe Mikado got her to shoot a bunch of these videos and she was just an actress in them. Yuri's would have just been all the women of the world on a spaceship flying away. Ha! Aren't you at least the slightest bit concerned?
This is stupid.
You think I'm gonna get all sentimental from just one video? Yeah, screw this, I'm leaving.
How awkward.
Yeah, screw this, I'm going back to Cactus Land. Wow, not even a video such as that can sway Mr. Hashimoto. Yuri's motive video might have been that woman-only planet in Futurama. I've actually not watched Futurama. I'm not sure whether to be impressed or appalled.
You little...
Mikado Sanoji, you bastard. How do you know this? Only us who were there should be the ones who knew of this event. Do you honestly think I've done nothing but run away from you after all this time? I wonder, was Teruya's video of Rei, and it's just... maybe Teruya's video was of Rei, or his father. One or the other. I told you before, the moment you set foot on this island, it was game over for you, Mr. Otori. That can't be true. Yeah, that can't be true. And I'll prove it. Wait, Teruya. You know something, don't you? Help us. We need someone on our side right now. I tried calling out for Teruya as a last resort, but he was gone in a matter of moments, not once glancing back.
Quite exciting.
Good. Good. Let's keep this atmosphere. That's the spirit. Wait, Mr. Sonoji, are you sure we'll be fine with this?
Well done.
Monocro, you just have to do what you're told to do, okay? Everything happens for a reason, after all.
Now then.
Even Sora talking to me by mistake, according to her. Everyone, it's getting late. I recommend that we all sleep for now.
The power of friendship.
After all, we need our strength for tomorrow's investigation. Wouldn't you agree? One by one, people left the auditorium. The only ones left were the usual suspects. I'm not sure if it's a curse or a blessing that I was somehow the only one sane, not able to understand the contents of my video. But I didn't know what to say. How was I supposed to provide them all hope? I'm not a leader. I'm nothing like Shinji, Setsuka, or Hibiki. There wasn't anything I could do in a situation like this.
I don't...
What should we do? What should I do?
I got this.
It's alright, Rara. Setsuka?
Listen,
Biki, come over here.
don't worry about a thing, okay?
Buckadeer, the next time I'll be streaming will most likely be, Friday, December 26th, as usual. I know that's Boxing Day, so I know other people might not be, that other people might be busy.
Suka, what? Mom and Dad...
Void, whatever. I don't care now. We have to get out of here right now.
But to do that, I'd have to kill someone. What do I...
That's enough.
Was that supposed to be Iroha talking, or... Because she isn't in the CG, she's, Like, I feel like that would have been Yoriko's line. It even sounded a bit like her.
Don't worry. For now, let's all head up to bed and try to get some rest. There's going to be a parade tomorrow evening. I imagine Monaco's going to officially announce it sooner or later. During the parade, I have something to tell you. So until then, please just stay strong.
Oh no, she's probably gonna die before the night's over.
There's a parade tomorrow. How do you know that?
It was Iroha. Okay.
Setsuka?
Hold on.
Setsuka, you know something, don't you?
Listen.
Kana, please take care of Biki. That's what family's for, right?
Suka...
No, I wanted to stay with Suka. Everyone, let's get some sleep.
Shoot.
Sora, it's late, and like Setsuka said, we can worry about these things in the morning. Sleep should be our #1 priority right now. Tomorrow's going to be a big day if what Setsuka says is true with the parade. I mean, Monocro told Sora, like, what the parades were. But, yeah, I think this is meant to sort of clue everyone in on... I assume she's going to start... assuming she gets the chance, I assume this is when she'll, like, actually tell people what's up. And presumably, if she's... like, what her deal with the Void is.
Positive. Stay positive.
You're right. Think positively. Whatever we may have seen, it came from Mikado, right? Then it must be a trick. There's no way these videos could have happened whatsoever.
Huh?
Sora, Hiroha.
All right.
You're right. By today's standards, visual effects of this level are definitely possible. Oh god, this line has aged far too well. I can't go crying about a video if I don't even know it's real.
You can't give up.
Everyone's doing their best, because they have to. So am I, a man, going to let this get to me? No, I don't think so. Let's get to sleep. We're going to recover from this when we wake up, I promise. Rah-rah, Roha, thanks. You've really cheered everyone up. No, I wouldn't have been able to do any of this without you. I just rode on your back, that's all. You're always dependable. We're all so thankful for that. After that, everyone somehow got a hold of themselves and went off to their own rooms. Originally, we'd have done the roll call by now. Who'd be your motive video? Probably my family. Just my family in general. But since Monocro had gathered us all for the motive, everyone ended up with an alibi by proxy. Maybe it was fatigue, or maybe it was from the stress of the motive, but we all returned straight to our rooms after leaving the auditorium. I feel somewhat tired. A motive being given to us was something I totally didn't expect. I couldn't empathize with everyone. I couldn't understand a thing my motive video was trying to show me. But everyone else had terrified looks on their faces. I can only imagine what they saw. My head's too cluttered right now. I should just go to sleep. Tomorrow morning we can talk about this with everyone. A chat notification. Yo, Rah-Rah, you asleep yet? Is this one... I wonder if this is one of the, okay, I hope this is one of the actual special, messages this time. No, not yet. Aren't you tired? Hey, Setsuka, about what you said at the auditorium. Shh. What did you mean by that? I'll tell you everything tomorrow. Be a good girl and be patient for me, okay? I sensed approval from Setsuka. Aww. Okay, I guess I'll go over my theory now. So, the whole dream Sora had that's now being used as the video, presumably the person sinking into the ocean has to be Utsuro. Like, considering the context of everything that's going on, and, you know, Sora being an amnesiac, I don't know what else it could be. But the fact that it was presented in this context, the fact that video was presented as a motive of the person you desire most, well, I think that the answer is fairly obvious for those of you who remember DRA1, especially the credit sequence, but are they trying to imply that Akane somehow survived the events of DRA1, and now her hair's been completely bleached, and she's Sora now. Actually, now that I think about it, there might be another way to see if more of this lines up, because we have her height. Yeah, we have her height, so maybe I can check that. I'll do it later, but I won't make the comparison right now, but I am gonna make sure I do it at some point, because I feel like if that's the direction they're going in, I want to like line up as many bits of evidence as possible. Because, yeah, Sora's height is the one piece of information her profile actually has, other than her name. So, depending on how close they are, it's possible. I'll look it up. I'll see if I can find it. While I handle... I'll see if I can find it. I'll look up Akane's page on the Fangan wiki. You restored 1 endurance.
It is now 7 a.m. Rise and shine. I hope you have a comfortable and enriching day today as well. I should also mention, there's going to be a parade in Satsuki Land starting at 6 p.m.
Yeah, so how would Setsuka know that? I mean, weren't the parades also at noon? She's 166 centimeters. I see, so pretty close, and we don't know how old. I think the DRA1, the implication with the DRA1 cast is that they were in, presumably they were in, I mean, since they were the 79th class, I guess they were only classmates for 1 year instead of 2. Yeah, 166. So, yeah, not exactly the same, but I mean, depending on how long it's been, I guess it's not impossible that they're the same person. Although at the same time, how do you explain that, but Teruya being noticeably older? Well, then again, actually, if Akane like finished growing by then, and height, don't get it twisted, you get it twisted, you ingrate.
The parade will last around 1 hour, and there's much to see, so I advise you to come along and spectate the spectacle. Of course, you're not obligated to, but I assure you it will be worth your time. That's it for today. I know you are troubled by these recent videos, but let's do our best to have a fun field trip.
My, what a mammoth of a morning monologue. I don't know if I heard it correctly in my sleep, but it sounded like there's a parade event this evening. Well, I knew that already. Wait, how did I know that? Oh, that's right, Setsuka told us yesterday. Wouldn't Yuki be older too? I guess so, yeah, Yuki would also have to be older. Granted, this isn't the same Yuki that we got to know in DRA1, if I'm understanding all this correctly. But yeah, that does. God, him being the biggest question mark as usual. But at the same time, like the whole Utsuro, the whole Utsuro is your most beloved person. That's too big of a fact to ignore. Like it's just too big of a clue to completely throw out just because the timelines don't match up. Like, I feel like there's got to be more of an explanation here. Yesterday. Right, I went straight to sleep last night, but hopefully everyone's calmed down a bit. I should go check up on them. I decided to go straight to the dining hall. Good morning. Good morning, Sora. Doesn't look like everyone's here yet. Where's Yuki and Iroha?
Don't worry about it.
They'll come sooner or later. Let's eat for now. Today's morning dish is is it Michelin or Michelin, or how do you pronounce it? Today's morning dish is a Michelin 3-star meal, if I do say so myself. For I'm feeling particularly happy today. A Western-style breakfast set with French bread. I've prepared Cafe Americano for after you've finished your meals, so please do help yourselves. Don't mind if I do. Slap him. Oh? Is this not the part where you all shoo me out and ridicule me until I'm nothing more than a husk of a man? To stand here amid silence, it feels so very alien.
Heads up!
Yuki, you came! You're late.
Sorry.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling so good. Hurry up and eat your breakfast. Iroha isn't here yet, but we've already started eating.
Please stop.
Have
that.
I become invisible or something? Oh, did I finally level up high enough to earn my passive skill? To be honest, I think I preferred it when you were ignoring me and ignored me to such a point. You all don't look so hot. Well, I guess that should be expected. Shit. That motive video yesterday. If it isn't too much to ask, I want to know what everyone's video was.
Not happy.
No. Don't make me remember it.
Yes.
Sis, no crying.
Jeez.
You're amazing, Sora. I don't know what you saw, but to remain so calm. I saw someone I was close to during middle school being attacked. Oh, that's probably your friend, isn't it? I haven't been in contact with her for several years, and that person was being attacked by some thugs. My house was on fire. My father and my little brother were caught in flames, calling my name. My lifelong partners at the department charged into the house to save my family. And the next moment, the house fell down. And the video ended there.
No way.
It was the same for me. I don't know what happened in the end, but just from watching that video, everyone, you're all mistaken. I'm not staying calm after witnessing the same horrible footage as you. I just happened to not understand the content of the video due to my memory loss. I'm not as great as you think I am. If I understood the videos, I'm sure I'd be in the same state as you. Sora, the one who's amazing here is Setsuka. Unlike me, Setsuka was able to cheer everyone up even after witnessing such a horrible video. Even now she's keeping her head cool. You give me too much credit, Rara. I'm not as great as you think. Besides,
My bad.
No, I should leave that for after the parade. Remember what I said yesterday? You might have heard this already from the morning announcement, but there's going to be a parade at 6. There's some things I want to tell you. I know it's hard, but just until then, you need to stay strong.
Through the power of friendship.
Oh, Miss Chiabukuro, are you going to watch the parade with everyone? Please count me in. I get the impression that I haven't had much chance to shine, so please forgive me this one chance to prove to you that I am a worthy classmate. I am sorry I'm late. Iroha.
Say.
Why were you so late? Well, I couldn't fall asleep last night and ended up sleeping really late, so I overslept.
But.
You look the same as normal. Didn't you watch that horrible video? Huh? Oh, right, the motive video. Of course I'm worried, but it's like I always say, we need to think positively. Even if I'm concerned about the video, there's nothing we can do about it right now. We also don't know if the video is even real to begin with. It could be AI.
Yeah.
Iroha. Was I being too insensitive? If so, I'm, No, I think you're pretty amazing.
Oh.
Well said. It's because of kids like you that Big Sis can get some relief around here. Which is all the more reason that I should tell you.
What are you saying?
What?
Yep.
No, it's nothing. Okay, Setsuka, seriously, if it's... Gosh, Setsuka, if you keep stopping yourself, like, right as you're about to say it, you really should just start... You really should just go ahead and say it. I mean, Mikado's literally right here, so it's not like the circumstances... It's not like the timing could get much worse. No, it's nothing. Well, we should all gather at the Central Plaza about 10 minutes before the parade starts. Sound good? Until then, how about we just try our best to enjoy ourselves? Sis? I'm going to take a nap in my room.
Sis!
I will say I think Iroha being passively apathetic about everything is funny. Yeah, I guess a little. It does also kind of show just how far... It does also kind of show how much of a defining character trait this is. Like, it's not solely a reaction to this. Like, I mean, to be honest, this would be like if Teru had that whole I won't believe mindset, and wasn't immediately killed off. Wait, sis, where are you going? You haven't even finished your breakfast. It looks like Hibiki's still struggling. Come to think of it, she reacted the worst out of everyone yesterday. She'd really grown stronger after Emma's case, but it looks like she's reverted back to her old self.
Aside from that...
Well, we can't help it. It seems like everyone except Iroha has finished their meals, so let's get moving. Kana, you stay at Biki's side for now.
Huh?
What? But...
I got this.
You don't have to worry about us. She's her family, right? You should be there for her. Go on. And yeah, Setsuka does seem worried. I mean, what's there not to be worried about? But, like, I'm pretty sure she's a mole. Alright then.
Anyway.
Well, I'm gonna head to investigate now.
That's...
Family. To be with your family in a situation like this. I'm honestly jealous of those twins. I wonder what happened to my family.
Huh?
Yuki.
Burn it up!
Alright, I've decided. Yuki, we're gonna do some squat exercises. You finished your meal, right? Huh? Yeah, I have.
Awesome! Things are heating up!
Whenever you're feeling down, there's no better distraction than physical exercise. We'll let our bodies do the talking and strengthen our bond as brothers. You gross. You gross. Iroha, do you mind not spitting all over everything? Sorry, the food got caught in my throat. That... I don't think you'd spit if you were choking, would you? Whatever. By the way, why aren't you drinking your coffee, Iroha? It really goes wonderfully well with the bread. God, Iroha and caffeine.
I tip my hat to you.
Ah, Miss Sora, I see you too are a true food connoisseur. Or something about coffee. Well, I don't really like Americanos. Now, if it was a sweet latte, then we'd be talking. Oh, well, can I have it? Sora, slow down. Whoa, all in one go. Isn't it too dark? Nope, I personally love coffee. It seems like it's just I think it's actually a present. I'll check the presents and see see it. But yeah, apparently Sora likes coffee. Nope, I personally love coffee. As for me personally, I don't drink coffee. I don't think I've actually ever had it before. I tried coffee ice cream once, wasn't a fan. Now then, Iroha, I hope you enjoy your breakfast. I'm going to head out as well. You'll be there for the parade, right?
Of course.
Of course. See you then. Is flat white like a type of Is flat white a type of... Is it like a coffee brand or a type of... Or just like a certain kind of way coffee is prepared in the same way lattes are? Everyone was still concerned about their videos yesterday, and it doesn't seem like many of us were able to stomach it. But our bonds haven't broken yet. Even if Mikado was trying to urge us into murdering someone with these motives. We're still standing strong. I think we're all going to hang on until we hear from Setsuka during the parade. God, I hope so. I don't think she's long for... Like, she's gotta... Yeah. Part of... Flat white is a type of coffee. So, like, it's a coffee brand like Folgers is. Folgers, however it's pronounced. Seems like everyone's returned back to their normal investigating routines. The parade's this evening. I've got a lot of time on my hands until then. I can't afford to slack off. I'll do my best as well. Coffee type, but unpopular. Yeah, I mean, that explains why I never heard of it. My parents might have heard of it. They love coffee. Especially my dad. Though I wonder, what it is exactly that Setsuka's going to tell us? She really hasn't been herself ever since the last trial. Maybe it's related to that. Now then, for today, I think I'll... Whoa, what? What was that? Huh? What's this? I suddenly feel extremely drowsy. Wait, that doesn't make sense. I slept quite well last night. I even drank 2 cups of coffee this morning. I can't just fall asleep. Oh, don't tell me it was like... Was it like chamomile tea? Or I wonder if it was like chamomile tea or if someone like spiked her coffee. Not when everyone's doing their best and... But no matter how hard I fought, the drowsiness was overpowering me. Just a little bit. I guess I can close my eyes for just a moment. And after that, I'll... investigate. Even if you come to hate me, I won't blame you. But I wish that you'd understand this one thing, that I loved you. Although the time we spent together came to such an end, those times are more precious to me than anything in the world. I'll never forget those memories, for as long as I live. Empty. Huh? I was going to investigate after breakfast. How long was I asleep for? Quickly checking the time, the clock hand was already almost pointing towards 6 p.m. I almost slept for an entire afternoon. Moreover, the promise I made with everyone. The parade starts at 6 p.m. We were supposed to meet 10 minutes before it started at the plaza, but I might make it if I were to run. Putting aside the question as to why I was so sleepy, I set out a sprint towards the plaza. Oh, you scammer. I didn't even get any energy back for that. Frankly, I feel kinda cheated. Yes, I wonder if Sora's coffee was drugged. Yeah, she didn't faint, she just fell asleep. I think what happened is... I actually think Iroha might have drugged her coffee. Sorry I'm late, everyone.
Hey.
Sora, you made it. The parade hasn't started yet, but why are you so out of breath? I felt drowsy and fell asleep after breakfast. I only just woke up. Whoa, so you slept through the whole day? I'm sorry. I don't know why I suddenly felt so sleepy. That aside, can I help you? Why is Mr. Don't Bother Me anymore here? Beats me. He was already hanging around here when we showed up.
Jeez.
I'm just here to watch the parade. Didn't expect company.
So what?
Then why don't you go back to the ship?
Well, excuse me.
No siree. Even when we're stuck here, I still have my pride as a journalist. I need to attend every major event that I can. But don't worry, I'm still going to ignore you guys and observe the parade from a distance. Would it kill you to just say one nice thing every once in a while? I don't know, Yorko. Would it kill you to not be a instant tsundere? Now, calm down, Yorko. Guys, doesn't it feel like something's off?
Huh?
Off? What do you mean?
Hey,
Where are the others? Everyone should have been here by now, and there's only a few minutes left until the parade starts.
Oh.
Well, Sora was running late. Maybe the others are just preoccupied?
what?
I mean, I can understand everyone else, but why is Setsuka late when she's the one who suggested this?
Listen here.
Yo, Yuki, chill out. They'll be here.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I'm late. Kanade, you made it.
What?
See, bro? What did I tell you? I don't know why I had your... Oh, that was weird. I've never made that sound before. But why are you alone? Where's Hibiki?
Yes.
Well, I haven't seen Sis ever since we had our breakfast in the dining hall this morning. Despite Setsuka's request. Haven't seen her? What do you mean? She's shut herself away in her room and refuses to talk to me. I guess Hibiki was more shaken than we thought.
Mic test. 1, 2, 3. Can everyone hear me? Now then, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event. Satsuki Land's pride and joy, our grand parade. The parade will last around 1 hour, and the dolls from the storage area situated in departments A and C will march around the park. Their routes will consist of Department A, the Central Plaza, and Department C, so be careful not to bump into them. Phew, what a relief. I feared my hard work would go unnoticed, making certain this parade was perfect. Thank you all for such a grand turnout. Now, let the show begin.
What a lengthy explanation. And what's up with this cheap music?
Then...
I guess it's starting.
Hey,
Wait, Setsuka isn't here. Neither is Iroha. What should we do? Huh? Guys, it seems like Setsuka sent us a message. A message? Guys, something came up. I think I'll be a bit late. Watch on ahead. I'll be there soon.
Look.
Looks like it was from a few minutes ago. I guess we didn't notice it. Did something happen?
Yeah.
Well, at least you managed to message us. Maybe we should just wait here and watch the parade in the meantime? It's not like we have anything else we can do right now.
Although.
Hibiki and Iroha aren't here either, but sure, why not? Setsuka's so dead. The conversation kinda ended there, and we started to walk along the parade route to watch the whole event.
Whoa, this is kinda cool.
You're right. This isn't so bad.
Guys, help me out with this interview. What do you think is the motif for that Sachi doll?
I'm not sure. Maybe a raccoon? Or is it Doraemon? Hey, wait a minute! Why are you suddenly talking to us again? You little...
Just because I don't like you guys, that doesn't mean I can't get your input for my stories. I would have thought you'd have learned by now. A raccoon, I see. Really not that helpful, but thanks anyways.
Hypocrite.
I know this doesn't sound like much coming from an amnesiac, but I think this is pretty amazing. How about you, Yuki?
Well...
Yuki, what's wrong? You seem kind of restless.
Well, Setsuka said that she had something important to tell us at the parade, right? But for her to be late when she's the one who suggested this, and she still hasn't arrived yet, Iroha being late as well, I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I don't know what that's of, Bats, but it is, it's definitely cool seeing all the CGs.
Yuki, bro, you've been way too on edge lately. You should just relax and enjoy the show. Yeah, it was prepared by the bastards keeping us here, but it's still kinda relaxing, you know?
I guess so.
We watched the parade for about an hour, accompanied by grand music, until finally, the show came to an end with all the dolls bowing for the finale. Wow, that was surprisingly entertaining.
Sure.
You can say that again. I felt myself tearing up during that finale. Couldn't agree more. Man, those fireworks were something else, huh? It's rare that you get to see such a big event.
Yeah.
Yep. Wait, why are you still here? The parade's over, so why don't you just get lost?
Jeez.
I was going to do that anyways, okay? Sheesh.
Hold on.
Now this is strange. What's wrong, Shinji?
That's...
The parade's over and Setsuka still isn't here.
The thing is...
Hi, Computer. Yeah, I don't... You're alright, I mean, I don't mind you... I mean, I assume that you still want to watch the whole thing regardless, but... You know, there's always the VODs. But yeah, glad to have you here. It's not just her. Iroha hasn't arrived either. And then there's Hibiki. Yuki's right. What would cause her to miss an event that she suggested we attend? Maybe we should send her a message? Oh, everyone! Iroha, where have you been? The parade's already ended.
Yeah!
Oh, I know, don't worry. I was watching it from Department A.
That's...
Department A? Why were you all the way over there? Before that, have any of you seen Setsuka? She said she was going to be late because of some business, but the parade's already over. Huh? But I thought she wanted to meet up with me. If you guys haven't seen her, then where is she? Meet up with you? What are you talking about?
Look.
Alright, slow down. Iroha, start with why you were late. Well, just a little bit before the meeting time, Setsuka sent me a message. We saw that too. She sent us all a group message saying she was going to be late because of... Wait, what? No, I didn't get any group message. She sent one just to me, telling me to come to the Mirror House at 6 p.m.
Huh?
Huh? Why would she... She said that there was something she wanted to tell me in private before the parade. Apparently it wasn't going to take long,
Maybe...
but... So, by some business, she meant meeting up with Iroha?
Indeed.
It seems like it. The message she sent us has been sent to a chat room with 7 people, including herself. And now I'm looking again, it seems Iroha wasn't included. So I waited in front of the Mirror House, but she never showed up. I wonder if she did that to... That's weird. I mean, Setsuka presumably... If my theory on her's right, she'd know who the Voids are. But if that's the case, does that mean that Iroha's a Void, and she did that to divert her attention? Eventually, the parade started, but there was still no sign of her. I considered joining you guys here, but she said it was important, and if I left, we might miss each other during the parade. When the parade ended, I began to get worried, so I went to the plaza and, well...
Seriously?
So you waited there for over an hour? Don't people usually give up by that time?
Yeah!
Well, Well, I was so distracted watching the parade that I kinda lost track of time. Wait, so if none of us have seen Setsuka, then... Where is Setsuka? You don't think... We should go and find her. She's not the only one missing. Sisson isn't here either. We should hurry. Did something really happen? The motive that Monocro gave us definitely made us more anxious. But he'd said we had 3 days. It hasn't even been 1 day yet. We all took off and started looking for the missing people. Murder at a...
Let's move.
Sora, I think it's best to start by looking around the park. If she's not here, then we'll search the mart, then the harbor, even the monocruise. She is so dead. But yeah, murder at a potential murder at a theme park. Haven't seen that before. Well, I mean, I say jokingly. Department C. This place mainly consists of indoor facilities. I should check each and every one of them. Ah, Sora. Yorko. I just got here, but there's so many buildings. I don't know where to start. We can't afford to miss even one of them. Let's check them all.
All right.
You're right. We'll divide the work between us. A few inches later. Yorko, did you find anything?
Come on.
No, nothing at all. Same here.
No way.
What should we do? Did something really happen to Setsuka?
I don't...
Maybe we're too late. Maybe she's already No, Yorko, calm down. We don't know anything for sure right now. She might still be...
The hell?
Huh? What are you guys doing here? What are you guys doing hanging around here? What's with the waterworks? What's with the waterworks? Oh, have you finally realized just what kind of situation we're in and given up? Shut up, Nikkei. We don't have time for you right now. Oh, you muckraker. Setsuka's missing. We're all doing our best to find her, so if you're just going to be as snarky as always, then get lost.
Are you for real?
What? Setsuka's missing. Yeah, we get it. Spare us your passive aggression. We got to... Hold on, what do you mean? Setsuka is missing? Fill me in here. Why? You're not going to help us anyways. I'll help.
Are you for real?
Seriously? Why the sudden change of heart?
That's why.
I know I said I was going to act alone, but I'm not a monster like Shobai or Mikado. Just because I don't want to get caught up in Void's antics, that doesn't mean I want people dying. I can put my agenda aside in an emergency like this. The thing is, Setsuka was the one who suggested we watch the parade with everyone, but she never showed up. She sent us a message saying she was going to be late, but that contradicts Iroha's account. Something's definitely up.
Don't listen to him.
Sora, we don't need help from the likes of him. We don't have time for grudges. This park's huge, and we need all the help we can get. Let's call a truce. Setsuka, why?
Now then.
Have you searched all of Department C? You didn't come over to where I was.
Look.
We haven't searched the monorails and the area surrounding it yet.
Right.
Got it. I'll go back and check there. I'll help.
Listen.
No, I think we've got this covered. Sora, you go help the others like you said. We need all the help we can get. But to leave you two alone...
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. If he tries something, I'll make sure he lives to regret it. Hey, what happened to the truce? Alright, if you find her, contact me. Let's leave the rest of Department C to Yoriko and Nikkei. I should go to search the other places.
Let's move.
Just because I'm gonna save Department A for last because I am fairly confident that's where the body's gonna be. If there is one. This place is huge. At this rate, we might not find her before nighttime.
There's no use.
Sora, I've been searching this place, but it doesn't seem like there's anyone here. Unlike Department A and C, a lot of the attractions here are outdoor facilities. I guess if anyone was here, you'd be able to notice them from a distance. Then why don't we search in more closed spaces like the shop?
All right.
Okay, let's go. Nothing here. There's no sign of anyone.
Brunette?
So they really aren't here? Sora, you look somewhere else. I'll stay here and double-check the area. Are you sure? Won't it be dangerous being by yourself?
Yes.
Don't worry. Bro said he'll be here shortly. Alright then. Yuki, I'll be counting on you. If you see Setsuka, let me know. Yuki's going to handle the rest of Department B. Let's search somewhere else. I must stall. Wait up! Sora!
But...
Iroha and I will search Department A, and it'll take a while to search this whole place. We'll split up, it'll save time. We should focus on searching the attractions over anything else.
Yeah!
Then I'll go to the mirror house again. Maybe we did somehow miss each other.
Okay.
Okay, you search the house and the park next to it. I'll go search the stuff beyond that. I'll check the ghost house. Let us know if you find her. Oh, it is gonna be the ghost house. Oh no. Huh? I instinctively ducked down as I was shrouded by the darkness when I entered the ghost house. It took my eyes a few moments to get adjusted to the low lighting. Normally it would make sense that the ghost house would be a dimly lit place, but was it always this dark? Something felt wrong. I can't give up. I can't give up just because it's dark. Setsuka might be in danger. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. No luck. I've searched every place where a human could be, but I guess there's nothing here. Wait, no. There is one place left. The Devil's Altar, the lone room at the heart of the ghost house. I've been there. There was a sign. It said that if you butcher and sacrifice your most precious person to the devil, your wish would be granted. I'm back, so this is where we're at. I will say one thing. I am very disappointed by the design choice the dub team made in this sequence. It's related to the music. I assume it's the background music playing right now, just because it isn't very, it isn't suitably, scary enough. Is that it? What was playing originally during this scene, if that's your complaint? Suddenly I felt a shiver down my spine. It can't be. No, of course not. But what if... I took a deep breath and braced myself, stepping inside. Oh god, I don't think I'm ready for this. Oh no. Nothing? Thank goodness. The room was empty and there was no sign of butchering. It was just my imagination. Oh yeah, copyrighted music. Of course. Copy left! I know it's a nitpick, but in the original the music was actually very loud and bright carnival music, like so pompous that it almost make you sick. But the fact that she isn't here means that she's not in the ghost house. I should search someplace else. I searched the fences near the house for good measure, but there was still no sign of her. That music, I think, in reverse worked so infinitely better at raising tension. I'll leave the rest of Department A to Iroha and Kanade. I should go search elsewhere. But we've been everywhere. We searched every place imaginable, but to no avail. Desperate, I decided to return to the plaza and regroup with the others. But I do get the copyright thing, so I'm not bashing on them for it. It's just unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, copyright's a bitch. Like, I say that, but like, you get what I mean. I'm not trying to offend anyone saying that. It's just it's a constant nuisance. Damn it! Where haven't we checked? The golf course? The underground passages, maybe? Setsuka, where the heck are you? We've searched the entire park. She might be in the mart or harbor. Maybe she went back to the monocruise. I'll say I'm also not the biggest fan of all the references the dub has. Danganronpa is often full of them, but it just feels like it ruins serious scenes in the dub where it can just be the just like other thing. What do you mean, like, just like other thing? Is that just talking about the references in general? Like, this is just like insert reference? I admit that, like, I admit writing humor, reference humor, like, is kind of a hard thing to get right. Maybe she went back to the monocruise. Maybe we've searched the entire park. She might be in the mart or harbor. Maybe she went back to the monocruise. She has to be in one of those. If not, what else can we do? Hey. Wait, where's Iroha and Yoriko? Yeah. Iroha went with me to Department A, but I haven't seen her since then. I came back after not finding Setsuka. I thought she'd be here by now. Yoriko's with Nikkei searching Department C. Nikkei? Why is he... I'll explain later. Shouldn't we go ahead and search the monocruise?
Let's move.
You're right. There's no time to lose. There's still hope.
So...
Perhaps something did happen to her.
What?
What the... A new message. Oh, it's from Setsuka.
But wait!
Really? But this... The hell? It's a shame there aren't timestamps on these. The Devil's Heat. Oh yeah, they straight up name drop Umineko or Iroha, making a topical and not their originally reference to AI. Yeah, I remembered Umineko being brought up. That's another one I've got to play. Oh no, it is going to be the fucking ghost house. What the hell? Perhaps...
Hold on.
Something did happen to Setsuka. What is going on? The devil? Everyone, maybe Setsuka's at the ghost house?
Possible.
What are you talking about? Didn't you already search there? I did, but... This devil part, doesn't that remind you of that place? That place. The altar? You're right, the devil's altar. That was the gimmick with the ghost house. Yeah, that would also make this the third case in a row that the instant message function has been used, which, like, I don't blame them for using it. Alright, let's go! Wait, but that doesn't make sense. Kanade's right. I searched the place thoroughly, even the altar. It was completely empty. There was no sign of anyone, let alone Setsuka. The ghost house just came to mind because of the devil part. We might be wasting time if we head there.
It's okay.
No, I think it's worth a try. It's possible we missed one another while frantically running about.
Maybe.
And you're right, that devil part seems important. What have we got to lose? Alright, let's go straight there while we wait for Yoriko and Iroha to finish their investigation. With any luck, that devil part would prompt them to head there as well. Alright, I give up. But don't blame me if we find nothing there. I don't know what I was thinking. I'd searched the place from top to bottom. And yet, once we stepped inside, what greeted us was... Holy! Huh?
This can't be.
Blood? There's so much of it!
But...
Not only that, was this place always this dark? Well, wait a second. When I was here just a few minutes ago, it wasn't anything like this. Maybe you missed it because it was too dark? I mean, granted, we only saw the inside of the, we only saw the inside of the house. Like the room beyond the entrance. The room beyond the room. The room beyond the entrance hall, so... Maybe Sora actually didn't see it, but I wouldn't believe that. How the heck would you miss the floor being flooded with this much blood? But if there's this much blood here, that means...
Say...
You don't say.
But wait.
No! It can't be! But bro, wait up! Oh no. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is definitely different. Something was wrong. Blood was everywhere, and it hadn't been a few minutes ago. We all ran straight to the altar without a second thought. And as expected, so did the blood trail. It cut off at the entrance to the altar, which could only mean one thing. Content warning for the reason Chapter 4 had to be delayed to tone stuff down. Are you saying that, like, Chapter 4's stuff was originally, like, way more graphic? Is what we're about to see, or did you make a typo? The blood marks lead to the inside. How is any of this possible? What could have happened in such a short span of time? Maybe someone's playing a prank. Yeah, this is another one of Setsuka's pranks.
Certainly.
Whatever it is, we're about to find out. Let's go. Oh no. What is going on? Where did we go wrong? When did we go so wrong? The bonds we built up over the past few days had come crumbling down ever since that motive last night. Chapter 4 and the rest of the chapters got delayed because of reactions to this chapter. This chapter's pretty messed up in general. Prepare yourself for the most disturbing BDA. I knew this was coming, but oh my god, I am so not prepared. I know I'm not. Especially, like, considering the first two. So, like, So basically, like, Lineage, I think that's how someone told me their name was pronounced. Lineage had way more graphic stuff in mind and had to tone it down for the rest of it. But that didn't matter anymore. For everything we'd faced up until now, none of that would prepare us for the sight that greeted us. Oh no, that's her eye, isn't it? Oh no. Holy mother of... Oh my god. Oh my god. The sad part is, like, I pretty much envisioned, like, how this was gonna go down. Like, it was gonna be her... It was gonna, like, zoom in on her... Except it was the other way around. It freaking would have, like, zoomed in on her severed head or something. The Devil's Altar. How appropriate. The scene before us was like looking into the depths of hell itself. Spread out across the room lay the remains of Setsuka Chiabukuro, the ultimate billiards player. Holy fuck. Oh, why did I have to be right? Never before have I wanted to be so wrong. Are you saying that, like, the later chapters get more fucked up, Griefing Golem? I mean, yeah. Huh?
What the hell?
What in the name of...
A body has been discovered. Everyone please gather at the discovery site. The Ghost House.
Ghosts. The body discovery announcement? So, that means... I know what you're saying, Nighthawk, but, like, that to me implies that, like, the rest of the game is, like, even more graphic. What would have been even more graphic. Or otherwise has similarly fucked up stuff. So that means...
Wait.
No, this can't be true. Please tell me this isn't happening. It didn't feel like reality. Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Alexicon. Like it sounds like originally chapters 4, 5, and 6 would have been, like, far more graphic. It didn't feel like reality. Setsuka, or what was left of her, like, scattered around on the altars, butchered and bloodied, like a ragdoll that a dog had torn apart. We'd seen her only earlier this morning, but seeing her body parts sprawled across the various pillars of the room made it feel all the less human. It was truly a hellish sight. I've had a bad feeling ever since the parade. But to think they would dismember her body like this, I wonder what the culprit was thinking. Even in mystery novels, you wouldn't see something like this. Please stop joking, Kanade. This is... I need to visit the bathroom, too.
This can't be.
This must be a dream. This can't be real. Just a dream. What should we do?
It's obvious.
What do you mean, what should we do? It's a murder. We need to prepare for the class trial. Everyone should be here soon, thanks to the announcement. Let's keep an eye on the crime scene until then.
I can't take this
I
anymore.
can't. I just can't. This is too much. Yes, but to add some nuance, the more graphic ideas for future chapters did not persist late into development. When Chapter 3 was released and Chapter 4 was toned down a bit, Chapter 4 wasn't almost done. Well, I mean, that's what I meant, that there was originally going to be a lot of... that was going to be a lot more graphic, presumably. So like, I assume there's, like, a whole story behind... I mean, I hope the wiki has explanations, sort of like how the death order for DRA-1 was given minor alterations. I mean, I mean, geez, like, I know that, I mean, geez, like, I mean, Teruya's unused execution in DRA1 was him being straight up butchered like this. That for me too. Aren't you scared at all, Kanade? How can you stay calm when you're looking at this?
But...
Well, I was certainly surprised, to say the least. But if there's one thing we can take away from this scene, it would seem the culprit isn't... It would be that it seems the culprit isn't playing around this time. Kanade's faint smile and her morbid comments amid this horrifying scene. It sent shivers down my spine. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes I do wonder how it could have been. Like, did Lanuge not give any details about what the original concepts for, like, chapters 4 through 6 would have been, had they not toned it down, or was this very much an on-the-fly thing? I only know this from being here. This was my first chapter. Oh, God.
No way.
What's going on? What's with the blood outside? This isn't what I think it is, right? No! Setsuka! After a few minutes that felt like forever, everyone else entered the altar, just like Kanade said. Nikkei and Yoriko, who were searching for Setsuka nearby the ghost house already, arrived first. This is what I first saw when I first got into this game. Like, the very first thing, like, not even the lead-up to it or anything like that. It seemed like Yoriko also thought of this place once she saw Setsuka's message and was heading this way from the start. Iroha followed soon after. Next came Teruya with a worried look on his face, then after that came Mikado and Shobai, who seemed as apathetic as always. Hibiki was the last to arrive. It looked like she barely had the strength to keep standing, as if her legs were ready to give out at any moment. Oh, that strength faded the moment she saw the scene. Everyone was in disarray, a mix of screaming, vomiting, panicking. I don't know if he talked about unused ideas for chapters 4 through 6. This chapter is infamous for a few reasons, and you just saw one. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Like, I mean, considering that, like, only the reception to this is what kept stuff from, going, like, full throttle, then, yeah. Time to ask, who do you think is capable of doing all of this? The horror of the scene had shaken them to their core, but once Monocro showed up, things finally started to calm down. Have you all settled?
Suka.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on it. Oh wow, her pigtails are undone.
Yes.
Come on, sis, you need to wake up. It's time for the investigation. This chapter 3 is notorious for Let's Plays because people tend to spoiler it. It's not fun. Yeah, and I'm not gonna, I mean, I still don't know who it is. I'm not gonna say I know who it is, but I do feel like I've had to kind of dodge around stuff, because, like, I feel like this is something that absolutely would get spoilered. And honestly, even, like, on the best of days, like, I'm pretty sure that I may have seen stuff from this. Nothing, like, too incriminating, though, from what I can tell. So I'm still experiencing this fresh. Point is, I don't know who the killer is. Why does Hibiki's hairstyle look different? Because her hair clips are gone. You haven't even tied your hair up into your cute little pigtails yet. Now. Please pay attention, everyone. As you've no doubt deduced, an investigation shall now commence in preparation for the upcoming class trial. Yeah, and... I just want to be clear, I do have... And just to be clear, I don't know if any of you have noticed... I do have someone who's been watching all the streams so far and is ready to bring the banhammer down on a moment's notice if any of you spoiler anything. So be careful what you say, because he'll be watching. As you have no doubt deduced, an investigation shall now commence in preparation for the upcoming class trial. Though, I must say, even I find myself at a loss when reviewing this case.
Are you serious?
What's that supposed to mean?
Pay no mind.
Pay it no mind. It would appear some of you have yet to compose yourselves.
Are you for real?
Investigate. We have to investigate Setsuka in that state. We can't. It's impossible. I can't even look at the place. We have to go near that!
Well done.
If I may be so bold, well, I am most certainly grateful that a murder unfolded so swiftly after I delivered your motive videos. Next time, might you tone it down with the theatrics? These murders aren't ranked with how stylish they are. Mikado, you little! Shinji, no, he's not worth it. How can you act so calm, Tsuruya? Are you just used to this kind of stuff? Of course not. I'm not calm. I'm terrified. I learned a long time ago that no matter how hard it may be, or how weak you may feel, sometimes we don't have a choice.
It's my duty.
I'm going to be strong, and do what I have to do.
Impressive.
That's our guidance teacher for you. Whether or not you're prepared, there is no escape from the truth.
Behold, the monochrome file.
Now, as usual, here is the Monochrome File 3.
I wish you luck.
Additionally, all gates have been disabled for your convenience during the investigation. Well, technically they've actually been disabled ever since the announcement. For our keen-eyed latecomers, perhaps you may have already realized that. Furthermore, for some reason, it would appear all lighting within the ghost house has been extinguished. As a result, I will activate our backup lighting system. Consider yourselves lucky.
Until we meet again.
Now I believe my job here is done. I eagerly await to see you all again within our trial room. Until then...
Certainly.
Alright everyone, I know it's tough, but you need to get a hold of yourself so we can start investigating. We need to catch the culprit. The culprit is... I guess it's the Voids again? Why can't this just be over already? I'm sorry. We're all sorry. We'll do whatever you say. Just please, no more of this. Yuki, snap out of it. I think the culprit of this case might not be a Void this time. Huh? Why wouldn't it be? There's no reason for someone other than a Void to murder. No, there is. The motive from yesterday. I don't know what Mikado was aiming for when he did it, but he definitely gave us a reason to kill this time. If the culprit's reason for murder was the motive, then the culprit might not be a Void.
What are you saying?
Wait, but that means everyone here is a suspect?
Use your head.
You say that like we weren't always. Do you know who the Voids are, Yoriko? No? Then be quiet. We only learned that Hajime and Emma were Voids after we voted for them. Everyone here's a suspect, Void or otherwise. That's how it's always been.
We can't give up.
Kanade's right. In a class trial, you can't be biased. You really do have to suspect everyone in order to find the Blackened.
Incredible.
Oh, it would appear I do not even need to give a speech this time. Alright, in that case, time to help with the investigation. Any requests? Yes, kill yourself.
You little...
Yeah, we need you to shut the hell up, Mikado.
Hey,
I'll take care of the body. This scene isn't for the faint of heart. The park's pretty big, so if you can't handle this, you should cover as much ground as you can.
Huh?
Nikkei, what's with the change in attitude? I heard that you helped search for Setsuka as well.
that's why.
That was that, this is this. Like Teria said, we can't afford to be biased. The fact that I don't consider you guys trustworthy doesn't matter in situations like these. Would you rather I stand around and do nothing like Mikado over here?
But
But I really, really want to help. It's just that you all keep... No, you're right. I'm sorry. Thanks for helping us out. We're seriously doing this for a third time? At least I don't have to look at the corpse this time. Setsuka always had our best interests at heart and always did her best to keep our spirits high. Even if she's not here anymore, we need to do our best, for her sake. Hey, Buccaneer. Yeah, yeah. I'm in agreement with you. Setsuka was probably my personal favorite character. Nikkei's being awfully concerned despite not caring about Yuri and Kokoro. Yeah, that's right. We need to find the culprit. We need to win the class trial. As much as we're sick of this, we'll die if we don't do it. We must do this. For Setsuka, for ourselves, we must find the Blackened. No matter what. I mean, sheesh, like, God, if this is, like, honestly, this is probably, I feel like if there were any case to do this, it would probably prompt a similar reaction out of me that Net had for, DRA1's Chapter 3 killer. Because he had a big ol' speech, if you haven't seen our DRA1 Let's Play on Just Noah here. As per usual, let's start with the monochrome file. Huh? Now this is a rare sight. Why are you reading the monochrome file? Yeah, every time you mentioned Setsuko was your favorite, a pit in my stomach grew knowing this was coming. Search Setsuka unused execution and you will be more baffled. Is it somehow even more brutal than this? Come on, hand it over. You don't need it, you'll just sleep through the trial anyway.
Hey.
Got a question for you. What?
Alright.
You were with the others up until the announcement, right? Give me a recap on what you were all doing until then. Since when have you cared about investigating? Sir sleeps a lot. Ugh. What's sleeping beauty? Ugh. The longer I talk to you, the more brain cells I lose. Touché. Hurry up and start talking. Yeah, I'm not going to look at the unused executions. Alright then. All of our lives are on the line after all. And that's what happened. Sora, I don't pay you to give me... Sora, I didn't pay you to recap the last anime you saw. You don't pay me at all. Exactly. Anyway, what were we talking about? Shobai? What's the matter?
Go away.
I mean, technically everyone has an unused execution. Like even Teruya and DRA1 had one. I'd have to look at them again, to be honest. But I mean, Teruya's from DRA1 is as brutal as this one. I don't know if he has a different one for 2. IMO, certain aspects of some chapters like this one get kind of overhyped by the community. It's best to ignore expectations and go in with your own thoughts. Yeah, I agree, Gladys. It definitely can. You're still here, that's what. Go away. I found... The reason I know about the unused executions is because of ToastCat333's translation of the character sheets. As I said in a comment a few days ago, this will be extremely long, so prepare for that. What I'll probably do is get through the investigation, and then just end the stream right there. The Danganronpa 2 and V3 cast don't have unused executions. I thought Danganronpa 2... I know V3's didn't. I thought Danganronpa 2's did, though. I guess I was wrong. I'd say this case is fairly rated, to be fair. It's validly praised, but I do think people can get unrealistic expectations. Yeah, I'm not trying to overhype it. Like, I'd rather just go in, like, waiting to be amazed. Like, I'm not raising my expectations at all. Would you get a load of this guy? Good luck trying to get any info from me from now on, asshole. And give me that file. It's my fault for expecting anything from that man. Forget gratitude. The least he could do was not trash-talk the very person who helped him. Let's just erase him from my memory banks and read the file already. There must be a clue in here. God. The victim is Setsuka Chiyabukuro. The time of death is unknown. The body was found inside the altar room of Department A's ghost house. The neck, shoulders, wrists, thighs, and ankles were severed, dismembering the entire body into 10 pieces. The torso is missing. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Yeah, okay. The murder weapon is a sharp object. The bones of the severed arms and legs have traces of fractures. God. I saw the statue of the body with my own eyes, but reading it in detail... I saw the state of the body with my own eyes, but reading it in detail still made me gag. What grudge did the culprit have against Setsuka to go this far? The level of gruesomeness here makes Yuri and Kokoro's deaths feel less like murders and more like mercy kills. As horrible as this is, we can't let it get to us. I need to investigate properly. So let's see. The file tells us that... Isn't that the torso in the middle, like in the star, in the pentagram at this, and in the actual altar? The whole body was butchered, so obviously a sharp object was used. Thankfully, the file confirms this for us, but something's bothering me. Last time with Kokoro's case, the time of death wasn't specified. That was because the exact time of her death was impossible to determine, since her body had been frozen. However, Setsuka's body was dismembered, and there seems to be no sign of the culprit tampering with the body's temperature. So why is the time of death not listed in the file? There's no point in thinking about this now. Let's write this down and discuss this during the trial. I shall avenge thee. I assume this is just going to be the exact same thing as before. Oh, God.
Damn it!
Damn it! How's your investigation, Nikkei? Well, I don't have the knowledge for examining corpses, so I suppose I'm monitoring the scene. Do you know what Shobai's doing?
Well...
Him? I have no clue. He just snuck up and started investigating the corpse. Something must have gotten into him. Shobai, are you examining the body? You must have a really strong stomach. You don't seem to be disturbed even in the slightest. Quit babbling and piss off. You're disrupting my thoughts. He's gotten serious all of a sudden. I wonder what's happened. Didn't he sleep through the whole investigation last time? The remains of Setsuka lie atop the altar. It's been butchered to pieces. I thought I had a pretty strong stomach. This is too much.
Hey.
Hey, you don't have to force yourself. I'll keep an eye on the body. Nikkei. No, it's fine. I appreciate the thought, but I need to investigate the body. The class trial will be easier if more people participate. If you say so, just don't overdo it. Excuse me then. Ugh. Setsuka's corpse was dismembered so that every part was on top of each pillar surrounding the altar, just as the monochrome said. Oh, speaking of, someone did I forget their name, but someone did actually tell me what all the kanji meant, and basically saying that, like, they're for the arms, legs, hands, etc. And I assume they match, each one. Huh, I didn't notice before, but every pillar had the Chinese letter for every body part written on it. Oh, they're Chinese characters. And the body parts were laid out so that the letters matched accordingly.
So they went along with the attraction gimmick?
The sign in front of the altar said the following: Offer your loved one's body to the devil, and the devil shall fulfill your wish.
There's no way that the culprit did this just because of some fantasy throwaway line, right?
Well, their reasoning didn't matter. Butchering someone's body like this was barbaric, disgusting, and simply inhumane. This was probably a copycat crime, just like with Kokoro's death and the curse of the Yuki-onna. I decided to take a closer look at each body part, trying my best not to throw up while doing so. Yes, Golem, I shall avenge her. I first looked over the chest area, laid in the center of the altar.
The edges were trimmed off extremely clean. Even I could tell that this was the work of a professional. The monochrome mentioned the abdomen being missing.
And sure enough, it was. Her stomach below the solar plexus was completely missing. It doesn't seem like they've hidden it somewhere else in here. But in that case, then, where is it? And why did they only hide the abdomen? Again, another thing not worth thinking about now. We'll discuss that during the trial, too. Grimacing, I moved on to the other parts. I mean, yeah, that is true, Simputer. I can expectations can be poisoned. Like, there's this one game called there was this one game I played a couple years ago called Dredge, which had like overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam and was seen as really good. Personally, I thought it was just okay. Granted, there were some factors that probably worked against it for me. I was kind of experiencing fragmented stories like it a lot at the time, and I guess had been growing cold on them. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a bad game, but it's the kind of it's technically a cozy game with, you know, some dark undertones that just kind of gets repetitive, and there's not much more to it. Grimacing, I moved on to the other parts. Come to think of it, there was another detail about the corpse that the monochrome mentioned. Fractures. There were traces of fractures on each body part. I'm no doctor, but surely these fractures raise a new question. The murder weapon was something sharp, so the fractures weren't the direct cause of Setsuka's death. In which case, these fractures were post-mortem, pre-mortem, Why are the fractures even here? And most importantly...
What caused those fractures? This could be a
crucial clue. I looked over the corpse for a few more minutes, but I wasn't able to find any more notable details. That, and I couldn't stomach investigating the scene any longer.
Yikes.
Are you alright? I told you not to overwork yourself. I'm fine. I can't just gloss over the body when there's a class trial coming up, right? That aside, you're a lot friendlier now, Nikkei. Even if we're at a truce, it feels like you've reverted back to when we first met. Well, the situation called for it. Why, is there a problem with that? Nikkei also seemed to, like, seemed to actually, like, care about her for some reason. I don't know exactly why. The two weren't really interacting before, but, yeah. Oh yeah, Tetra Danganronpa. Oh yeah, Tetra Danganronpa. I actually heard a bit about like what. I was speaking of Tetra. I did watch Lech Gang's video on Tetro's on all the drama surrounding Tetro and Von Babbitt. I don't know if I'm gonna watch Tetro now. If I do, I'll probably. I'm not against watching it, but but I'm most likely not going to make videos on it unless I discuss the controversies, because I can't I just don't think it's right to. I only have so many. I only have so much time, and like the stories that. Basically, there was a lot of mismanagement with the voice actors, accusations of using AI to generate the like character art that. The AI controversy was probably the main one that most people know about, but there was a lot of like seedy stuff, like the typical thing you'd find in like a Discord doc. I'm not going to go into all of it right now. Again, watch Lech Gang's video or any number of people on the topic. They'll definitely cover it in more detail than I could, because I'm not remotely connected to. I'm not nearly as deep in the weeds in the fangame community as some of you may think I am. To be fair, you just want to see the voice actors shine, then see what Vaughn has made. Yeah, that's true. I have heard that, I mean, yeah, that is true. I also, and yeah, Wolf's Game was another one that I heard was kind of a mess. I said kind of. I heard that, I don't know anything about Wolf's Game, other than I think, like, there's supposedly being, like, straight up sexual assault in there, but yeah. No, thanks, I'll go and search the other areas. I do, it's a shame too, because I feel like Tetro has kind of, in some ways at least, poisoned the well on, like, audio dramas when it really shouldn't have, because, like, I think audio drama is actually a very good idea for, fangans as a format, because, well, I mean, I might even make a video. I actually thought about making a video. If I only ever made one video about Tetro pre-controversy, but the one video I would absolutely want to make, if I had to bring up Tetro at least once, is like about the potential of audio dramas. Because I actually have a bit of history with audio dramas. Like I've actually watched what I can only describe as like a live performance of a graphic novel on 2 occasions. I also like it also reminds me of This Is the Police. This Is the Police, which is a game that I've mentioned before. That one is from this looks of it is very similar to Tetro in terms of presentation. At least in terms of mostly relying on the audio instead of having fully animated cutscenes. I even had to like do a school project for where we listened to a radio drama. We listened to the Book of Tobit, which is like a Sherlock Holmes story. Miss Chiabukuro took her last cue. Oh, you son of a... To die such a horrifying death. It breaks my heart. Shut the fuck up, man. You're disgusted by it too, right, Miss Sora? Tell that to your face.
Good grief.
I have no need for facial expressions. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Yeah, great. Yeah, great. Stab it. Yeah, great. Please. Stab your heart out, please. Unsurprisingly, this trashy psychopath seems to lack any empathy towards this. If only he was the one who'd been butchered. Miss Sora, I think you forgot to say that in blue font. Unsurprisingly, this trashy psychopath seems to lack any empathy towards this. If only he was the one who'd been butchered. Hibiki. Hibiki's been like this ever since entering the ghost house. I don't think she'd pay attention no matter what I say. God, poor Hibiki. Look, as a Void member, I'm also torn over this. I'm sure you are. I mean, technically speaking, she was, at least as far as you know, one of your comrades, right? Right? Teruya.
Hey!
Huh? Sora? What's wrong? Well, I was wondering if you knew something about this case. Especially since you weren't with us throughout today.
I'm sorry, but...
I'm sorry about that. I'm still looking for clues on who you guys are. Right now, it's important that I fully regain my memories and learn the truth. As soon as I have, I'll be back to help. That's all well and good, but the class trial comes first. You're right.
By the way...
Actually, that reminds me. I noticed something strange while I was taking inventory today. I was doing my daily stock take for each area this morning, and, well, once I got to the infirmary, you know the blood packs they keep in the refrigerator there? Right? They were all missing. Yeah, I thought though they might have done that to explain all the blood. All of them?
It's my duty.
Yeah, but I'm positive they were all there yesterday. It wasn't just the blood packs. The medical kit with the bandages, ointment, and antibiotics, that was missing as well.
You see...
Yet when I came back this afternoon, the medical kit was back where it should be. But the blood packs were still missing? Yeah, I was going to tell you guys right away.
No good.
But with the motive last night, bringing it up to everyone was the last thing on my mind. Hi, someone and someone. I'm not as torn as she was, though. Boo! Everyone throw tomatoes at him. I don't know if... Or her, or them. If I knew a murder would happen this soon, I would have told you immediately. I'm sorry. God, Teruya's gotta feel like so bad, feeling like he's responsible for this and the last one. Calm down. There's no proof the culprit used those blood packs, so don't beat yourself up. If the medical kit was back in its place, maybe someone other than the culprit needed it for an emergency? You're always so considerate, Sora. Thank you, but I can't shake the feeling that this might be related to the case. I was talking to a Golem, someone and someone, but thank you. Hopefully my account can help us in the trial. Someone took the blood packs. Was it really the culprit? This may be important info. I should write this down. He's still highlighted. Damn it. This is the worst I've seen. Oh, yeah. Honestly, was considering making that same joke so I can't throw tomatoes from my glass house. Yeah, well, you know what they say, he who lives in a glass house shouldn't throw stones, unless you have a machine gun turret on the roof. Iroha, what are you doing?
Huh?
Oh, Sora. Well, this is the crime scene, so it must have the most amount of clues, right? I was trying to investigate this place, but... Well, there's Setsuka's body over there, and the smell of blood. You don't have to force yourself to search there, Iroha. Like Nikke said, you can leave this place to us and search somewhere else in the meantime.
Positive.
No, I'll do what I can. The ghost house seems to be the most important part of the case. Which reminds me, I saw Hibiki entering this place earlier and... Hibiki? I thought she was resting in her room today. I don't know about that, but I definitely saw her when I was heading to the Mirror House at 6 p.m. to meet up with Setsuka. She was using her e-handbook plus to get inside.
Huh?
What's wrong, Sora? Nothing. It's just I think what you saw might be more important than you realize, Iroha. Huh? Thank you. And again, you don't have to force yourself to investigate the body. Just make sure to take care of yourself, alright?
Yeah!
Okay. Thanks for being considerate, Sora. Hibiki entering the ghost house, before the parade meeting of all times. Was she just entering the place for no reason? Or was she... I also wonder, like, why Setsuka was trying to get Iroha by herself. I feel like that could be an indicator that Iroha is actually a member of Void. Which would be nuts, considering that she's one of the less... Well, not, like, less prominent, I want to say, but definitely one of the less... Definitely one of the least likely people you would think, right? It's the fuse box that powers the whole ghost house. Oh, what's this? Box peering Gao. Inside, all the electric wires have been cut. So this was why the ghost house had a blackout. Right now the lights are being powered by Monaco's emergency lighting. This has to be related to the crime. There's no way it's a coincidence. I'll make a note of this. Offer your loved one's body to the devil, and the devil shall fulfill your wish. It's the fireplace. There's usually a small fire lit here, but it looks like that was also extinguished. Something tells me the culprit wanted this place to be as dark as possible. The fireplace, obviously, is connected to the chimney horizontally and acts as a way to get rid of the smoke inside. It's quite small. I looked inside this fireplace just in case, only to be greeted by the smell of ash and soot. The fireplace itself was surprisingly larger on the inside, but the chimney was quite long and narrow. Sorry, kids, but Santa won't be making his way down here anytime soon. Don't tell that to Big Boss. Huh? Amid the remains, I suddenly noticed something by my feet. What are these? Black plastic bags? There were some used-up plastic bags hidden amongst the firewood. With how dark it is in here, I almost completely missed them. Were they always there? Were they always here? Today was the only time the fire would have been put out. Any time before and they would have easily burnt up. Perhaps these are related to the murder? This could be crucial for the trial. Kind of surprised that we never got to see... surprised we never got to see inside either of the rooms on the sides. Folding screen. It's a folding screen with an ominous picture across it. Huh? Hold on a minute. Was it always spread out like this? Feeling that something was off, I checked behind the screen. Oh. The folding screen was usually folded up against the wall, but now it was spread out across the corner. Not only that, but there was a space large enough to fit a human being. Also, this blood. There was a large pool of blood behind the folding screen. There's so much, though, it could easily pool around your feet. What does this mean? There could be this much blood behind a screen. On a closer look, all the blood trails leading up to the altar originate from here. Was this folding screen like this when we were searching for Setsuka? And that I would assume no, considering that the game intentionally went out of its way to make sure we didn't see it here. And I imagine that while the culprit might have done their dirty work there, taken what was left of Setsuka up to the altar, spread her around, and gotta imagine if Sora passed right by her as she was being killed. That would have sucked. It was hard to notice it unless I got close, but one thing was for sure, there was enough space for someone to hide behind this screen. Interesting. I'd better make note of this. I think that's everything in here. Shinji, what are you doing? Whoa, this is Sora. How's your investigation going? Could you stop doing that? I'm a schoolgirl, not a Yakuza head.
Sorry.
Right, sorry about that. I was looking into the gate records. The gate records?
Yes.
Yeah, Yuki told me that with this island we can keep track of our alibis using the gate records. I didn't fully understand what he meant by that, so I was looking into it. He really is smart, you know? I should take notes. But, as you can see, I'm not too good with machines. Barely know how to use my e-handbook plus. The gate records. Yeah, Yuki has a point. After all, the murder definitely seems like it happened inside Satsuki Land. And although our names don't show up, we can try to validate our alibis using the timestamps shown on it. I'll help you out. Thank you. If you push the panel here, the screen does show up, but, you need to slide the screen, like so. See? You get a record of all the people who pass through the gates for each day.
Yeah!
Whoa, the technology these days is amazing. Amazing? Even mobile phones can do something as basic as this. Have you been living under a rock? Somehow I feel like Shinji and Kinji and maybe even, and possibly even Kyoko would be good friends.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm not too good with machines. Let's see, for today's records... Whoa, that's a lot of lines. No, considering what happened today, there isn't much here. The 4 records listed as 1958 are back when you, Yuki, Kanade, and I were searching for Setsuka.
Oh, right.
Oh, you're right. And the gate system was turned off after the body was found. So we'd be the last records here, right? Then we should take note of these 5 records between 755 to 1942. Well, the ID here that went inside at 1924 and went out at 1936... That's gotta be me. So we only have to check the other 3.
Huh?
That's you? How can you be so sure when your name doesn't show up? Even if it's just the ID, I do remember the time I went inside. I mean, it's only been an hour since then. This was back when we'd split up to search for Setsuka. Okay, so someone stayed inside. Okay, so someone had to have been... So someone stayed inside and just didn't come out. Someone went in at 1757 and didn't come out until after, and just stayed there the whole time. Presumably by hiding behind the folding screen. In fact, that's probably... Wait, what am I saying? Yeah, so whoever went in there, I'm guessing the killer went in at 1757 or 557. Laid the body out and hid behind the folding screen. In which case, wait. Well, I think I explained it right there. Yeah. But I guess that means that's probably going to be who the culprit is. Although it's also worth noting apparently someone else was there and I guess left after Sora did. Yeah, must have. Yeah, they must have. They both. Does that mean there were accomplices here? Yeah. Okay, yeah, there must be, because Sora went in at 1924, and then would have left at 1936, because she had to go in the ghost house to investigate. So 2 people came in here, one of them left, the other stayed put, presumably behind the folding screen. Would both have been able to hide behind the folding screen? I mean, I assume so. So I guess we've got 2 killers on our hands. I see. The other point I want to make, considering that I'm assuming we'd only be seeing the relevant IDs here, that must mean Setsuka was either already dead or was taken through the, or was knocked unconscious and taken inside the ghost house already. Because if she'd gone in of her own accord, there would have been another ID in there. And another one that went in but not out. So either Setsuka was Setsuka was either knocked unconscious or killed, and her body was taken inside the ghost house. As for where her E-Handbook Plus is, who's to say? Sora, did you see anyone while you were inside the ghost house? No one actually. Other than the darkness, everything looked completely fine. If there was, I would have told you immediately. Trust me on this. No, it's not that I don't trust you. But by these records, you went out at 1936, and somebody else left 6 minutes later. So that would mean that there was someone inside when you'd entered the ghost house back then. 2 people, actually. Huh, you're right. The ID WN2LB7. This person went inside at 1755. Huh. So that would mean that this person stayed inside from 1755 until 1942. That's almost 2 hours. But I could have sworn the place was empty. Am I the only one who's got the chills here? So that ID must be the culprits, right? The culprit must have entered the ghost house at some point and hidden themselves somewhere inside when you came in. You think so? I guess I could have missed someone with the blackout and everything.
The thing is...
So if we go over it one last time, WN2LB7 is the culprit who entered at 1755 and left at 1942. HJ0IB8, who entered at 1924 to leave 12 minutes later, is you. Then what about KU5P01, who entered at 1757? Wait, there's no out record for this guy. That's probably Setsuka. Oh, okay, yeah, actually, that's probably true. If she was never killed at the ghost house, then of course she never would have left, right? Right, Setsuka. Yeah, I should have been thinking about that. What I don't understand is, according to these records, both Setsuka and the culprit should have been inside the ghost house when I searched the place. But I'm positive I searched every place a person could be. Even if there was a blackout, could I have really missed 2 whole people? I still think my theory is possible. I think this conversation could be here to sort of distract from that theory. And if that's true, does this mean I could have saved Setsuka? Man, that would suck. I mean, technically speaking, it was possible to save everyone, even though, like, I mean, granted, saving Yuri would have come at the expense of Hajime breaking his fucking legs, but yeah. Sora, please, don't be like that. It's not your fault. You couldn't have known. Right now, we should focus on catching the monster who did this, for Setsuka! Oh, are you trying to cheer me up? Look at you, overcoming your fears. How sweet of you, Shinji. Thanks. You're right. I've got to do my best for Setsuka's sake. I'll say I'm surprised on the change of attitude, as I believe people say this trial is too long, but if I'm not mistaken, it's the same length of the first trial of Eden's Garden, and people like that trial's length. I've not played Eden's Garden. I know Noah did, and apparently he didn't like it. He didn't like the direction it went, and also, like, got frustrated by the bullet hell minigame, which, I feel like that's going to be an annoying one, but I mean, I have beaten Sans on Bad Time Simulator and can usually do pretty good at it without any practice, so I might be okay, but we'll see. Of course, I don't know when I'll play Eden's Garden. It really depends on my mood and also technically how fast it comes out. If it comes out, it's pretty much if it comes out or is very close to finishing, it's a done deal. These gate records will be vital for catching the culprit. I should definitely write this down. I've mentioned Gary and Riva before, but he's like one of those guys. He's someone who hates bullet hells. Like he's almost he hasn't like gone as far as calling them a bane of gaming, but he has come close. He got very annoyed by Undertale's combat and parts of and like the bullet hell parts of Helltaker. Alright, Sora, there was something I wanted to ask you. I don't mind a long trial as long as it can justify the length. What was it?
The thing is...
Well, I went to go for a swim around lunchtime today, but there was a sign saying students were prohibited from entering. I was wondering if you knew anything about it? Prohibited from entering? What do you mean? I don't remember that being a thing. Yeah, it said that the place was closed while the pool was sanitized. If we tried entering, we'd be breaking the rules. But by the time we started searching for Setsuka, that sign had disappeared. Perhaps the sanitation had finished when you guys searched the place later? Maybe, but I don't remember seeing this sign before. We all just used the pool without a problem. So maybe... Man, are you telling me Man, are you telling me that we missed Shinji going to the pool with a bunch of other people? Come on. Come on! No, it's probably nothing. I'm sorry for bringing it up. I'll investigate more of Department A in the meantime. Please excuse me. The pool, I wonder. Maybe it'd be worthwhile checking the place out myself. Hello, what's this? I've always found it strange that there are flower beds next to something as spooky as a haunted house. Was that my imagination, or did something just glint from the bushes? Safety pins. These are clothespins? Hair clips? It turned out some regular stationary pins had been discarded into the bushes. It wasn't just one or two either. There were multiple of them lying around, as if haphazardly scattered in a vain attempt to hide them. Why would there be pins in a flower bed? With this place being quite close to the crime scene, I doubt this was just some coincidence. I have no idea how these could be useful, but better safe than sorry. Let's keep them in mind. Oh, Yoriko's here. Yoriko?
Hey.
Alright, see you later, Daisakuma. And thanks for stopping by. Oh, Sora. Sorry for not doing anything. I wanted to investigate the ghost house too, but I couldn't bring myself to. I just can't stand the smell and the blood everywhere. It's the same for everyone. Her hands were shaking. My hands were shaking as well, so I don't know if I investigated properly. Huh? Even you find it difficult sometimes. Naturally, I'm also human.
Hey.
I do appreciate that only the important, the like stuff that's necessary is marked. That's definitely good. You're fine, Golem. I appreciate you being here regardless. Was Yuki? Was Yuki? Yeah, there he is. Yuki, what are you investigating? Hey. Oh, hey, Sora. I'm checking the gate records for each attraction. Yeah, I heard it from Shinji. Satsuki Land has a lot of gate records. Getting alibis should be much easier.
I can't take this anymore.
Eden's Garden is in limbo for me because I spoiled myself on it, and now I never really feel like spending that much time on something I already know. Want to see it sometime before Chapter 2 comes out, though. Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping to just stay completely... I'm hoping to just be completely, absent of it. I'm hoping to just keep my distance from Eden's Garden until it's some way through, or at least until I decide to play it. Yeah, but to be honest, I'm only doing this because I can't stand being inside the ghost house. Honestly, Yuki's probably doing what I probably would in this situation. Not even Yuri and Kokoro had it that bad. I mean, they were also in terrible conditions when we found them, but this was something else.
All right.
So I have to do whatever I can. Sora, check the rest of the gate records when you have the time. I wonder if we can actually do that. That would be cool. Alright. I think that's everything in this area. Maybe I wonder if the monorail has anything. No, that's along the tracks, you dumbass. Oh, there is something. Of course, it's the notice board. It's the sign about the monorails. Monorails. Despite appearances, monorails are inferior to regular trains for your public transportation. Nothing of note. This lines up perfectly with what Monocro told us the first day we arrived here. We don't know if the culprit used the monorails or not, but the crime definitely happened in Satsuki Land. As long as the fact stands, we need to investigate every small detail in this place. So if we go over the timetable once more, both monorails depart from Department B, each heading in opposite directions. The first train leaves at 8, operating for 1 hour before undergoing 1 hour's worth of maintenance. There's about a 5-minute gap between each train for each station, and it takes around 15 minutes for the train to make a round trip. So after 4 round trips, the hour will be up and both trains will undergo maintenance. In other words, the trains operate at 8, 10, 12, basically every other hour. Right now it's a little after 8 p.m., so the last train of today should still be active. Other than that mind-bending puzzle, there isn't much of note here. Let's get this over with and just write the timetable down. And the underground passages had nothing of note. These were the dolls used for the parade. Despite how stupid they look, I have to admit the performance was somewhat entertaining. Come to think of it, the dolls in Departments A and C had switched places during the parade. It was a long shot, but perhaps... I decided to investigate the dolls inside the storage area. These dolls must be the same as the ones outside the storage area, right? Does that mean that if you program the dolls outside the storage, they can also be made to move by themselves? Ooh, I smell, You guys smell that? Methinks we are on the scent of an arcane construct. I checked inside the dolls by opening the zipper on its back, but there was nothing inside. Yeah, this ain't Five Nights at Freddy's, Sora. It's just an empty doll suit. Just how did Monochrome get these things to move on their own? Magic! I wonder if these can be used as evidence. Setsuka must have died around the time of the parade. That would mean that there might be the slightest chance that these dolls might be related to the case as well. It wouldn't hurt to write these down, right? So, was she dismembered before or after being stuffed into one of these? I don't think there'd be anything in Department B, but never hurts to check. Goes for the monorail too, to be honest. I get the sense... Honestly, the monorails are probably going to be important just because of... Yeah, the monorails are going to be important just because of how much emphasis was placed on explaining them. Nothing in the casino. The pool. According to Shinji, this place was closed off during the daytime for sanitation. Since I'm already here, I should check the gate records. Ah. 5 total IDs. So up to 5 people had used the pool today. And yet one of them stayed? Out of these 5 records, the last one must be from when we were searching for Setsuka. That means 2 people entered in the morning and left about an hour later. Of course, since the pool was closed during the day, we... Huh? Wait a minute. 12:54. Someone entered the pool at that time. This clearly contradicts what Shinji said, though. Granted, he didn't mention the exact time he came by, but I think it's safe to assume that 12:54 is in the range of lunchtime. CN9FU3. Whoever this is, they entered at 12:54 and left at 17:25. So the sanitation process must have ended sometime before then. I guess I need to ask Shinji when exactly he went to the pool. Wait a minute, that's not all though. NU3030D2, who entered at 17:24. There are no records of this person leaving the pool. I thought that the person without the out records back at the ghost house must have been Setsuka. So then why is there also an ID without an out record here in the pool? This was 30 minutes before the parade had started. I should ask the others if there was anyone who entered the pool during this time. Ah, good. We're almost done with the investigation. That's a relief. Okay, so whoever stayed at the pool for... Whoever stayed at the pool for, yeah. Whoever stayed at the pool for about 4.5 hours still could have gone to the ghost house easily. Still haven't found her torso yet. Actually, wait, now that I think about it, this music, this track that plays during all the investigations, I feel like I might have heard this somewhere before. Is this one of the tracks that was developed for Eden's Garden and it just hasn't been used for that game? Because I know that, like, that project has cycled through, like, a couple of soundtracks, or at least had some early on. I don't know if they're in the game or not, because, you know, I haven't played it. What's this? While searching the pool, my foot knocked against some glass bottle. Let's see here. Penicillin? Aren't these antibiotics? What are they doing here? They should be back in the infirmary. If they're here, then does that mean... And to top it off, it wasn't even an empty bottle. This bottle hadn't even been opened before. There wasn't even a needle to go with it. Just a full bottle lying around here on its own. Just like with everything else, there's no point in mulling this over with no context. I'll make a note of it for later. No sign of her torso. Ugh.
I trust your investigation is faring well. You have been given an adequate amount of time to investigate. Night is almost upon us, so let us wait no longer. The trial gates will soon be opened, so please gather at the entrance to the class trial room on the first floor of the monocruise.
Yeah, that is true, though, considering that other tracks were swapped out, apparently, and this was made, and this dub has been made in only the past few years or so. I mean, yeah, you're probably right, Computer, but I guess it's not impossible, but yeah, I'll assume you're right.
As always, participation is mandatory. I will not accept any excuses for being late or absent.
Time's up already? This is bad. I haven't the slightest idea what happened. But Monocro's right, it's almost nighttime. It's best to start sooner than later, so people don't start falling asleep mid-trial. Mind you, I somehow ended up sleeping throughout the entire day, so I'm fine, but Monocro said he wouldn't accept us being tardy. I suppose I better... Huh? Hibiki, you're still here? Hibiki, please get a hold of yourself. I know you're shocked, but we need to get to the trial room as soon as possible. Sheesh, where's Kanade when you need her? Huh? Did I just step on something, or... Huh? A few feet away from Hibiki was a hairpin. A familiar one, at that. They were styled in the shape of a 1/8 musical note. I think the theme park track is the only one that got switched out. This one was the same in the sub. Okay, yeah, then you're probably right. Why is this... Well, the owner is right in front of me, duh. Hibiki, please, you have to wake up. Here, I found your hairpin on the ground. I'm surprised Chapter 3 only recently got dubbed. I stopped following the dub project back in, 2018 or in 2019? Chapter 2's dub was done around that time. Holy crap. I thought the video for Chapter 2 released later than that. Hang on. I gotta check something. I mean, I guess the video could have been released way later, but yeah. The dub... The full video for the dub came out in 2022. Yeah. Hibiki. Oh, we don't even have Setsuka to... Man, where's Setsuka? Forget Kanade, where's Setsuka where you need her? Well, I guess now I know how Kanade feels all the time. Come on, grab my hand. Let's go.
Yes.
Oh, there they are. Sora, why were you so late? Still a much longer wait than the first 2 chapters, though. Sorry, I was trying to bring Hibiki here. Hibiki? She's been frozen stiff ever since she saw Setsuka's corpse. The people with the dub were active around that time heavily. They were doing side things, a crossover with Rebirth, voices that got canned, and other things. I just hope dubbing the other chapters are a bit faster. Yeah, I hope so too, especially... I mean, I'm not going to be waiting for those, but... I would like to see the rest of this get dubbed one day. It clearly had a large effect on her. If I didn't drag her along, she might have stood there forever.
Well...
Wouldn't surprise me. Setsuko was a real pillar of emotional support for her, after all.
Are you serious?
Kanade, she's her family, right? How could you just leave her like that? If it wasn't for Sora, then...
I'm sorry.
I thought she went ahead without me. I didn't think that she would just stand there all this time. More importantly, Kanade, please do something about this. If this keeps up, she won't be able to participate in the trial at all.
Yes. It's okay.
It's alright. Come on, sis. Here's a good girl. You know I can fix anything for you. I'm always on your side. Everything's going to be fine, so just... forget everything. Clear your mind, and leave it all to me.
Huh?
Kanade. Huh? What's going on? Where are we? Hey, what year is it? Wait, this is the class trial entrance. Why are we here?
Whoa!
What the heck's up with her?
So...
It seems like she was taken out of her trance by my consolation. Unfortunately, it seems that her memories become hazy in the process. Sis, Setsuka is dead. We're about to start a class trial to find her killer.
What?
Suka is dead? What do you mean she's dead? But
Suka...
Also, don't think this has been brought up yet. How do you feel about there being only one victim? Definitely a shakeup, that's for sure. I guess we're either... I guess the chapter with either multiple... I guess the chapter with multiple victims is going to be later. But yeah, I don't mind it. You know, it's a little different, and I feel like this one is probably going to have enough going on for there to not really need to be another. Like I don't think that like chapter. I mean, granted, it's not like yeah. I didn't. To be honest, I didn't really notice that there were no extra victims until then, which I guess is technically, which I guess is better, but better for the sake of the characters. Wait, what do you mean by that? Suka was... No.
It's fine.
It's alright, sis. Don't cry, I'll take care of it. Just like always.
I'm a bit too relaxed.
Sure are confident. I take it you've already figured out who the culprit is?
Hey!
Kanade?
I see that everyone is finally gathered. Let us get started, then. Please proceed into the elevator in front of you that will take you to the class trial room.
Yeah, I agree, Yeah, I agree, Simputer. It definitely does allow for... it does allow for, you know, bucking certain trends. The same thing goes with the whole big guy dies in Chapter 4. It just means that things are a lot less predictable. That said, I do think that Chapter 3 is arguably the most natural place to have a multiple victims case, just because, you know, by then you're used to the rhythm and you might be hungering for a bit of more complexity.
Shit.
So here we go again. Damn it, I'm so sick of these things. We can continue this conversation at the trial. It looks like the third trial's about to begin. Perhaps I'm overthinking things, but there's something about this case that feels notably different from the ones before. There's no turning back now. We all did our best to investigate. And now it's time for us to find the Blackened together. Oh, shit, didn't hit the Windows key by accident.
Hey.
Let's go. We need to face it head on, whether we're gonna win or not.
Darn it!
I don't know anything. Why did my body mature but not my brain, dang it? Why can't I do it like them? Will we be able to come out of this alive once again? I'm scared, but there's nowhere to run. Chapter 3 is also a good spot too. I apologize for my words, trim fat off the cast before the endgame starts up. No, I agree. I understand like what you mean there in the sense that... it is usually there to get rid of... to take out characters who have had their stories told or otherwise not really meant to be taken fully seriously. I mean, Penguin Rampa is probably a good example of that, in that all the characters who die there are definitely more in the background. Not the most in the background at the time, certainly, but considering considering what direction the game goes in, it's understandable why they go out there, and it's kind of the last hurdle that, for the time anyway, the last hurdle that the group has to overcome, and it kind of sets the stage really well for the second half. I say second half when, even though, like, I'm sure like 2/3 to 3/4 of Danganronpa's total runtime is going to be in Chapter 4 onward. I'm scared.
Shit.
We can't allow to have more victims. I'll put an end to it after this class trial, no matter what.
It's fine.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm trying to think positively, but the circumstances are overwhelmingly negative for us. I'm stuck on what to do. To be honest, I did investigate, but I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Maybe I'm also in a pinch. Sure you are. Let's go then, everyone. Elevator feels empty. Also, it's definitely a somewhat unusual sight having this many characters left for a Chapter 3 trial. Usually you'd be down, at best you'd be down to 10 by now, usually. As always, the ominous sound of clanking metal rang out while the elevator descended. As always, nobody said a word. It's as if there's always been an unspoken rule to not say a word until we arrive. As always, I have no idea what the other students are thinking about at this moment, or what the Blackened is silently scheming. I'll do predictions when I get to the save point, computer. So, you're finally here, and about time, too. Come, let us waste no time. To your seats, post-haste. Whoa, why the sudden hurry?
Hey, now.
Do you have any idea what time it is right now? It's far too late for students to be out of bed.
Now.
Having a healthy sleep schedule is imperative for your health. So as your teacher, I wish for us to waste as little time as possible. Do you really think anyone here's worried about their health right now? We're too busy fighting for our lives to care about stuff like that. Move it, hostess girl. The bird's right, we shouldn't waste time. Now go sit down.
What?
What? And who are you to... Yorko, calm down, he's not worth it. Let's preserve our energy and focus on the trial. There's already 5 death portraits. Are there really only 11 of us left?
That's...
And one of those 11 will die here tonight. Provided we vote correctly, of course. Mom, Dad, Sis, stop crying. We need to work our hardest to find the baddie who killed Setsuka. Setsuka must have been in real pain as she died. To tear a person's body apart like it's some sort of toy.
Listen here.
Whoever did this, I can never forgive them. What Emma and Hajime did was also unforgivable. But this went too far. We're not dealing with a killer. We're dealing with a monster. How could you do such a thing to a friend that we spent so much time with?
Big bro.
Bro.
Yeah.
I agree. We could always depend on Setsuka. If I knew this was going to happen, I would have tried getting closer with her. Are you crying? Shut up! Of course I'm not! Oh, Yorko. Everyone, I'll be counting on you all to help find the culprit this time. Whatever their objective may have been, they went too far. Let's avenge Setsuka's death.
Very good.
It would seem the stage has been set, and you are all prepared. Very well. Let the show commence. It is time for the third class trial to begin. Setsuka, Ugh. Always caring, always dependable. We would have been doomed if it weren't for her support. I don't know what we'll do without you. We will avenge you. The monster who made you suffer so much, they won't get away with this. Ugh. Right half's gone. With everyone preparing themselves, we now stand on the brink of life or death. A trial of life and death. A trial of truth and lies. A trial of trust and betrayal. A trial of fact and fiction. A trial of pleas and excuses. A trial of friends and foes. A trial like no other. The class trial. Alright. Time to look over my skills and see what I'd like to equip. Setsuka, I will end this with your skill, surely. Alright, I'm actually wondering, we're at a point where I have too many skills to equip them, well, not enough skill points to equip everything. Obviously, I'm going to keep these. Well, at the very least, I'm keeping preparedness. This, I think, is probably going to be... I forget, do you gain skill points for gaining levels? Because if so, I'm probably going to keep this. The only way I can get this to fit with... The only skill I'd be willing to drop is post-production. But I also don't want to... What does post-production actually do? Does it make it so that if you get... Does post-production only... Doesn't Plain Boy only matter at the end? Might be misremembering. Well, the point is I have to equip it if I want to... get double experience, which would mean getting more skill points. So you can switch that back in at the intermission. That is true, but I also need, in order for I'd say Iroha's for the final minigame is really good if I remember correctly. So you're basically saying, I guess your suggestion, Simputer, is that just keep the skills as they are, and swap out Plain Boy for Croquet, whatever it is, however you pronounce it, to for when the closing argument shows up. I mean, I was able to do it before, and it is trial and error. The other alternative is to unequip. The thing is, like, I don't want to unequip post-production just in case. I'd rather have that cushion, because otherwise we're probably just going to see me replaying stuff. I'm willing to go without Croquet this time, I'd say. Actually, now that I think about it, how does the black market skill even work? Can I just... Do I go to, like, some shop to buy it? You only have 29 points if you use Croquet. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, Americano. The hell's Shobai's one? Oh, there you are. Permits the purchasing of dead student skills by speaking to Shobai during free time from Chapter 2 onward. Okay. Got it. Does talking to Shobai during the free time to buy skills use up that free time on him? Show, bye. Are the other quality of life ones must-needs? I'll have to go over them again. I'm just going to go over the truth bullets one time. You got options to either hang out with or buy stuff from him. Okay, then I'm probably... Unless there's a skill I really, really need, I'm probably not going to... I probably am just going to keep hanging out with him. But I might, like, look into the... I'll look into the menu just once, like at least to just see what's there. Gosh, Jessica got all her bones broken, before she died. That would... I mean, her death was brutal enough as it was. It doesn't use the free time event you can buy and then talk. Okay. That's good to know. But it does mean if I want extra depending on the price of the skills, I may have to cut out talking to Shobai altogether, which does suck, but oh well. In that space, there are bloodstains incomparable to anywhere else and a path of blood from the altar. I don't know what that means. Incomparable to anywhere else. I don't know what they mean by that. Okay, so who said the quality? Okay, the other quality of life ones. Golem, what did you mean by that? By quality of life being a must-need. Preparedness, I'm gonna say yes. I absolutely need that one. Sharp meditation, probably not. Especially when Man of Fiery Passion. Especially when Man of Fiery Passion is more bang for your buck. Plain Boy is technically optional, but I would prefer to get the extra skill points if I can. Sharpshooter I could do without. 9-ball game I would be, I mean, thematic stuff aside, 9-ball game I know is useful, but I feel like it might be possible to do without it. It doesn't seem too hectic. I'm asking what you could possibly drop to get you down to 29 points, dropping by 9. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Okay. In that case, probably meditation, sharpshooters. That's 2, 4, 8. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm probably gonna have to drop. Chances are, 9-ball game probably has to end up getting dropped. I can easily... Okay, so here are the skills that I can at least see myself dropping. Meditation, Sharpshooter, Man of Fiery Passion, 9-ball game, Jam Session, and Post-Production. I don't think either Yuki's or Hiroha's will matter until after intermission, and then you can just swap them in. And you're sure that won't, you're sure that not having those skills... So first of all, you're sure that I can actually I can actually switch skills during the intermission, and that even if I don't have them equipped the whole time, even if I don't have them equipped for the whole time, that they'll still be valid. Also, does retry penalties mean like game overs, or just retrying the minigame altogether? Because the wording here is vague. Get rid of Sharpshooter for now. That one is definitely one I can do without. I'm trusting Sinister here on this. I may have found a solution though. Yeah, I'm probably just going to... I would say you keep Yuki skill just in case. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna roll with this. I'm sure that I'm willing to like fight through the pain on a... I'm willing to fight through the pain on the jam session by losing jam session. I don't think it's gonna be... considering that this is also a dub, I don't think that this is a dub chapter. I don't think this is going to be super necessary. Croquis is more so just to make it so I'm not having to... Supposedly the trial's going to be long enough as is, and I would rather not just have that going on. And this is purely just here as an insurance policy, because I don't know what this means. But if it means what I think it does, I'd rather have it on than not, and avoid having to replay an entire trial. So, save, double experience, confirmed on another video, you can switch at intermission. Okay, well, I'm still gonna roll with this. I can make up for the lack of influence with this, and I'll just, play through the pain, as it were, with the jam session. Confirmed on another video, you can switch at intermission. Okay. In that case, yeah, then I'll just put everything on. I'll make sure to write a reminder to myself that I switch this and turn everything off to get what I need in that case. So, yeah, simple as. And I guess now would be a good time to discuss who I think the killer is. Let's look at the list. Actually, wait, just gotta write down what skills I'll be taking off. Remove meditation. Don't forget about your theory with Sora. Well, I explained it earlier on. I think that Sora is... I feel like the way this is leaning, Sora either is Akane or from DRA1 or is somehow... Well, actually, no, she must be Akane. Like, I don't know how else you get to that conclusion. Otherwise, I don't know how else you get to, Or it's Akane's secret BFF from the orphanage, who we've never heard about until now. Yeah. I know I could have removed 9-ball game, but I feel like it's also, for one, very useful, and also, there's no, I mean, it's far too, the symbolism would be far too good. Hi Jesse, Setsuka died in brutal fashion. You'll be able to see her. Oh, unless this stream was a dumbass and cut it out, you'll be able to see what happened to her on the VOD. All right. 9-ball will be useful here. Yeah, I thought so. I guess it's safe to say I won't be taking it off ever. Alright, so who I think could be the killer? Alright. Nikkei seemed like he was actually... Oh my, I heard of that. That is the most brutal one. Yeah, it was. It definitely was. And apparently that led to stuff being toned down in later chapters, as everyone in chat is telling me. Nikkei felt like he was actually, like, really upset. He was, like... He actually did, like, care about Setsuka. So... I feel like there's more going on between the two of them. Not saying... And honestly, I feel like he's too... I feel like it would just be weird to have him, especially with his attitude so far, for him to be the killer at this stage. Shinji, I think it's... I mean, Shinji, definitely not. He just doesn't have it in him. Yuki, also no. I mean, also, he's the big... I mean, he may be the biggest question mark, but him having that designation means that he can't possibly be the killer. Yoriko definitely doesn't have the stomach for it. Iroha was definitely in a bit of an unusual situation because while she's definitely been kind of under the radar for most of the game, I feel like we are kind of seeing her ignorance, at least like passive ignorance at times. But I also think, and you know, there is also, but more important than that, there is the fact that Setsuka did ask to meet with her, which does lead me to think that she might be a void. At least if, assuming Setsuka was like a mole for the voids and knows who all of them are. And though if that's the case, then that would mean, if that's the case, that Setsuka is considered a member of Void, that would mean there's only... that Iroha would be the only one left. So maybe Setsuka isn't counted in the Voids, in which case my whole theory about either Nikkei or one of the twins, and I mean by twins I mean Kanade, of course, being a Void would most likely apply. Teruya, yeah, it's not Teruya either. Mikado and Shobai, as usual, probably aren't going to do anything in terms of trials until the end game. So yeah, I think that, I mean, my prediction of either Kanade, I think that I'd say my prediction of either Kanade or... One thing that makes this game interesting is it's difficult to judge this just off personality because Void means anyone could be hiding anything. Oh, absolutely, yeah. And that's and I mean that's part of why it took me so long to start ruling people out. I do think Nikkei like I mean granted he is a dumbass, but Nikkei is like Shobai I think is definitely playing the long game, but if there was any other person who could maybe be playing the long game, it would probably be Nikkei. And yeah, I think the killer is probably going to be either Kanade or Iroha. Though considering Iroha's testimony, I am leaning Kanade. I'm like 70-30 on that. So yeah, that will be my prediction. My prediction basically stays as is. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. If any of you have any more questions, feel free to ask them before I log off for the night. As usual, unless something comes up, the next stream will be this Friday, December 26th. Same time, same place. And yeah. we'll say at least the investigate. I mean, the trial's probably going to be the trial. I don't know how long the trial's going to be, but if Eden's Garden was like super long, I don't know. Maybe this trial could end up being a two-parter. That would be interesting. But yeah, I feel like I really think that the whole reveal with Setsuka at the end of Chapter 2, as well as, or at least the, you know, post-trial scene with her, as well as her actions this chapter, and just who is involved in Iroha's testimony, does tell me that, we're gonna get some more information on the Voids via her involvement. It's 6 hours? Oh god. Well, maybe if I don't know, maybe if I start earlier I'll be able to do it. It really depends. I'll have to figure that out. If it is 6 hours, to be honest, yeah, if it is 6 hours, it will probably have to be a two-parter, which is unfortunate, but yeah. That said, no matter how late it comes, I would advise you not to force yourself to finish it in one. I think people playing it late and just getting physically tired is a big reason why it gets called too long sometimes. Yeah, that's true, and I know that DRA1's final trial is also quite long, like arguably as long as V3's final trial. Is it 6 hours even if you know what you're doing? If it's 6 hours, then even if it's 6 hours, even without knowing what you're doing, then holy crap! Like that's worse. Because like, geez, that's even longer than V3's final trial. But yeah, I mean, DRA1's final trial kind of worked. DRA1's final trial kind of worked for being as long as it was because of how it was segmented. And it kind of allowed for... I mean, I am technically spoiling the playthrough in that it kind of let us experience stuff fairly slowly, and it was fairly digestible as well. But, you know, I've had faith in Lanuge before that they can... that he can write trials that justify their length. And, you know, that's been proven before, so I'm sure that there'll be a reason, and the ability to actually save after every game and not just intermissions is very welcome. But yeah, as my last remark before I sign off, Setsuka, I will say, taking down, even if it won't happen until, like, the end of December, even if it doesn't happen until the end of December, or even next year, catching Setsuka's killer is going to be a very welcome Christmas present. So, yeah. In the words of the Reckoners, call it a Christmas present. Anyway. Good night, everybody. I'll see you on the next one.